speak. Hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Castle live in Epps, Indiana for the Phoenix Premier League Friday Night Finals. I'm Sean Green, and I'm pleased to be joined by To The Point Streaming sponsor player Trevor Sellers.
What's up, guys?
That could have been
less
awkward.
I'm excited.
Hold the emotion down, Trevor.
And one of the men behind the Phoenix Premier League, Mr. Ben Ferris. Ben, it is a pleasure to have you here, and it's a pleasure to have you here because it's a great night of darts that we have planned, and the drama pretty much writes itself, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of storylines from players playing for championships to some players playing to stay in the league they're in.
Yep.
Some are going to fall out of the league they're in. Some are going to move up to the next league. So there's a lot of different storylines that we'll update throughout the night.
Well, the good news, we got 30 minutes to talk about those storylines. So let's get into the first thing. First of all, Trevor, congratulations. You have moved into the Premier Division now.
Appreciate it.
How was it running through, first of all, the qualifiers just to even get into the Challenger League?
I didn't have to do that.
Oh.
I was one of the lucky ones.
Well, then Trevor, no, never mind.
I was a wild card, sorry.
Nice.
He was a
Yeah.
wild card entry. We had one last minute drop out, so he became.
Oh, okay. And then
wild card
you took it and just ran with it and won the whole thing.
Yeah, because unfortunately I couldn't play in the Premier League out the get-go. I asked Ben, move it back a couple weeks, but he couldn't do it for me, which I understand. But
If he was going to do it for anyone, though, it would have been you, probably.
Yeah.
it would have been. But
I
it
didn't
is
even
what
do
it
it. I
is.
didn't even do it for him.
Yeah, at that point in time, they said, "Don't worry, we'll move you into the Challenger League."
Yep.
And then make sure you win that bad boy,
Yeah.
and then you'll be right there.
I told him he was going to have to play a contender league, and then it worked out that he didn't have to.
Yeah.
Well,
So tell me about this. You just played in the Challenger League. You ran through it, except for you had Tim in there as well. And then you have a couple of people that are really strong contenders that we're going to see tonight.
Yeah, I think overall, Indy hasn't really. There's so many good darters.
Yep.
We all don't get to play each other all the time, which is crazy just because there's so many different vendors, and it's a blessing and a curse.
Yep.
I wish we could all play against each other all the time, but I love what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because now it brings everybody together, and there's still some players that should be playing in these just because there's so many quality shots.
100%. And let's just be straight up about it. If you want to play in like a straight up league with like normal stuff and all that stuff, you got Schaefer, you got all these other places. Phoenix does something special with the way that they determine their stuff. Ben, you are a main proponent of that. Just tell us about that ideology.
Well, we like to do different things. So Justin, Jason, and I
I thought you were going to call him Justin for
came together to come up with the Premier League.
Justin Ives.
Partly,
there's the new Facebook.
That'll
name.
be the new Facebook at least. Partly, I wanted it a little bit selfishly for myself to make myself better. The whole iron sharpens iron mentality. I wanted to play guys like Trevor and Lee and Adam and Mac. I mean, I get a match like that every week now. It's not just whatever regular run-of-the-mill leagues you play in. We all like those. They're fun with our friends. And
But then you have to play handicap against me, and then you're upset.
I just wanted one burner, no handicap.
Yep.
Mono a mono. And fortunately, it's gone well. A lot of the guys have really taken to it. There's, of course, some guys you'd like to see in it that haven't been yet.
I'll get there eventually.
Yeah. You, the Sean Greens and Jason Ives of the world.
We just don't want to get beat in the what's the league to
Contender?
get into the contender leagues. We just don't want to get
Anybody can
whooped
play in the
that.
contender league and earn your way in. The winner of every contender league is guaranteed a spot in one of the challenger leagues. Others may get in by a wild card, like Chad Young, who finished second in his contender league.
Yep.
We had another open spot, and he took that and is fighting to stay in the challenger league. He's done well.
Yeah, so let's talk about that first matchup that we got going on. It's Clay Bowman taking on Chad Young. A little bit, you can see the standings there that we got. Chad, 42 wins. Same thing with Clay. Both have 42 wins. Tell me a little bit about the match that we're going to see between these two guys.
Well, they played like I said, in the same contender league. Chad won the contender league, but Clay won the singles match against him. Once they came up into the challenger league, they again ended up tied. Chad also beat Clay in the individual singles match in this league. So
Okay.
Chad's 2-0 against him.
Which is interesting because if you look at these averages and you look at the stats, Chad's averaging below and double in, double out, which is the game that we play.
Right.
And same thing with cricket. He's averaging about almost 0.4 difference, which is
right, almost a half mark difference.
Yeah, that's a good amount of difference there, and for him to keep pulling out victories against Clay. What do you think that is?
I think Clay's a little streakier. He can go heads up with Trevor, and he could lose to his wife maybe. He's just very streaky. He has good days. He has bad days. Chad's very steady. He's emotional. He's invested. He cares a lot. He puts the time in. Clay doesn't put as much time in. I think he'd be the first to tell you that.
That's fair.
So I think the consistency's maybe not there, but the high end is.
Okay.
I talked to
For sure. No, I
talked to
agree.
Chad.
Oh, by the way, Jason's with us. In
Yeah.
case you guys want
Talked
to
to Chad earlier on this
Justin.
week, and he said he's inside Clay's head.
know. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like the person he can't beat.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, Trevor, let's go to you here because you had to play both these guys in
Yep.
this league. Which one was more challenging? What were some challenging things about playing each one? You remember nothing, do you?
No, he does.
It's
Why'd you
a-
smile?
it's because there's a little banter back and forth between me and Clay. So,
So it was easy. That match was easy.
no, it wasn't
just
easy.
kidding.
I didn't play like great, but no, it I got him 15-0, so I mean it was fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, so you were just trying to
Yeah.
not say that. All right. So you're
but
the
no,
reason
no.
he's pretty much in this match.
Maybe, I don't know.
All right.
Maybe. But no, both great shots, both coming up. Chad's only been playing for a few years. I don't know how long Clay's been playing, but I would say roughly the same. But no, I think these leagues are great for him. They're out of Lafayette, correct? Both of them?
Yeah, they're both out of the Lafayette area.
Both play at a big league in Lafayette.
And Clay's dad plays a lot too, Thomas. I know
Yep.
Thomas pretty well. He plays a lot too.
Yep.
So I don't know how long Clay's been playing, but he's gotten a lot better over the last 6 months. Right?
Well, those
Yeah.
averages are nothing to sneeze at. That's
no,
for sure.
Not at all. Let's take another look at him.
I mean, a 15-0, you beat a 3.81 cricket average and a 26.4 double in double out average. That's
Somewhat, yeah.
tough.
Yeah, but no, I mean Chad played me tight too, but it was a good night for me.
How many games did you get off Chad?
14.
So Chad's the better player. See, that's all you had to say. Why 14-1 versus 15-0?
Nah, but no, it was Chad. Like he said, he's a little emotional, but we, I want to bring players up too. So it was one of those things where we talked afterwards, and when you're playing double in, double out, split bowl, it's
100%.
a matter of shooting the right shot at times. And
Yep.
I knew Chad, he didn't shoot the right
Okay.
shot, just to give him an opportunity, and that's what it's all about, just giving yourself an opportunity. But no, he's came along. I mean, he's been shooting well, a lot better than what he said that he has been. Because I gave him some pointers today. We talked for a little bit.
Yeah.
Well,
Big shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. Hillary's watching. Mike Maloney's watching. Misty Kramer's watching. Olivia Terry. Hey, how you doing, guys? Sorry, Ben. Didn't
Hey,
mean to
guys.
interrupt.
Appreciate
you're
y'all tuning in with us.
I was going to say that's one thing that I hope that they get out of this league is the newer, younger players learn the double in, double out, split bowl format. Not even double in necessarily, but just, a lot of people, it's easier to play steel at home.
Yep.
People, ever since COVID, people
Oh,
are
for
playing
sure.
more at home 100-fold than they were before. So it'll give them more experience in that format, knowing the right start to throw, knowing the right out.
Well, I love steel tip and I love soft tip. Okay, but let's it's boring to just watch the top players hit bullseyes over and over and over again.
I agree.
And if you want to get to that top level, you have got to start playing
for
the double
sure.
in, double out, and becoming better at that because that's the way that all of those top tournaments, national or beyond, start to become.
Who has home advantage tonight between these two?
Chad.
Chad. Okay.
Yeah, Chad won the individual matchup. They were tied. He won the head-to-head, so he's got the home field advantage.
How important is that in this matchup, do you think?
In this one, I think it's very important. They've been 8-7 every match they've played, so I don't think you can underscore the importance of going
And
first.
tell us about the format here. So it's a race to 8.
Yeah, so
run through
our
it.
league is a 15-game series. It's 2 games of 0-1 followed by a game of cricket. You do that 5 times.
Okay.
Whoever has the higher record in the playoffs starts, and they'll start first and 15th. They'll go first the odd leg, so they'll get the extra start. Just kind of the advantage of being the higher seeded player.
So you have the alternate start format.
Yep.
So it's alternate start, double in, double out, split bowl with cricket.
Yep.
I think there are a lot of people that are watching along right now, like a Mike Maloney, like an Olivia Terry, who would love to have this type of a format of this type of a situation happening in their area as well. Do you agree with that?
I think that they would. I hope that they would because that means it's a good format and I did a good job.
I mean, listen,
I love the format. A
I-
lot of the players love the format.
I think it's the best format that you could do for this type of of a thing.
Couple of
Mike
comments.
Maloney just said no doubt.
Yeah, a couple of comments in the chat.
Nathan
Someone
Borland
named
said
Jen
yes.
Ferris is saying nice legs, Ben, which is
You can see those knees. Yep.
Yeah. Mike Maloney saying when you going to open it up so he can play in it, and would he start out in a Challenger League?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Probably
listen,
a contender league unless I had a wild card spot. I don't care what your name is.
The only person that gets automatically into like one of the smaller leagues is Trevor Sellers. If your name's not Trevor Sellers, Mike Maloney.
That's right.
My bad.
No,
I actually
no
had 3
special-
wild cards in this one, so it wasn't just Trevor. But Chad Young was also a wild card.
Oh, well, there you go.
Tim Neal.
To the point
Tim was
streaming
there.
sponsored player, Trevor Sellers.
Yep.
He's got an official title.
It helps to know some people. Let's put it that
Yeah,
way.
that's right.
Right.
He was offered a spot in the original league, like you said, and just didn't have the time. Had too many leagues going on.
Well, he's very
Just
popular.
one league.
Which is
now.
a good segue into handing Trevor his first place.
Hey,
Challenger League trophy.
congratulations for winning the
There you
Challenger
go.
League. Look at that.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
It's very easy to see
Man.
on TV, but it's a beautiful trophy.
I was the only person that applauded.
I appreciate you.
Well, that's what I'm here for. That's what a sponsor player of ours would do. Win some leagues. Just saying. All right, so let's talk what's going to be happening here the rest of the time. We have that first match happening at 7 p.m. That's coming up here shortly.
Yep.
After that, it's going to be Big Ron Thompson taking on Tyrone, or Tiny, as we all know him. Both of them are not tiny human beings, but only one of them is nicknamed
It's
Tiny.
going to be a big matchup in more ways than one. They're the 3-4 seed. Ron is 7 games up on Tiny, but
That doesn't matter in this, right?
yeah, that's wiped out here. We play one match playoff. We only play the first 8, mostly for streaming purposes, so we can just get more matches in.
Yep.
Once they get to 8, there's no reason to play the rest.
And these guys are playing to get up into the Premier League.
Correct. This is a promotion match, so the winner of this league will join Trevor and Tim moving up to the Premier League next season.
And so we're already losing Jeff and Adam, correct? And so that brings us a great transition to the third match,
Third
right?
match will be Jolen Harris and Nate Brosius. They are in the 5-6 match, so the loser of that will drop into the Challenger League. Jolen was in this match last season against Ron, beat Ron in this match, and sent Ron down the Challenger. Now he's trying to stay up. Ron's trying to fight his way back up. Nate fought his way up from the Challenger League into the Premier League, and he's trying to stay there. So
Yep. I mean, again, like I said at the very get-go, the storylines tend to write themselves in this type of a format.
yeah, this
And-
kind of excitement, moving
Yeah.
up and moving down, and just one match for all of it. It's what we did this for. I love it.
Well, so Jolen's trying to save his spot
I'm not
again.
even playing, and I'm super.
I was about to
excited.
say,
I played my third place match last night against Lee Jones.
Lee got third place.
Lee got third place. He
By
beat
one
me,
game?
He beat me 8-7.
It's a great match. Though.
Yeah, and it went all the way down to game 15. It was, and I left him a shot. I couldn't leave him, and he hit it.
That's what happens when you play Lee Jones.
It happens.
Yeah.
Let me give a big shout out to Jess. He sent it in 500 stars. Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate that. Shout out to Ronnie, Ryan, and Priscilla watching along with us. Thanks for joining us, folks. Please give us a share, give us a like. Let's get it out there. Get these viewers, these people deserve.
Nice job, Casey Kasem.
Yeah, well,
The voice of God tends to take over every once in a while here at the castle. It's going to be a great night of darts. We've mentioned Chad and Claire coming up first, both of them from the Lafayette area. It's going to be a good battle. Which one wants this more?
We're gonna find out.
That's right.
I don't know.
You don't know the answer? to
Well,
that?
I don't. I can't possibly know the answer.
All right,
until
so
they get in there and
Listen, we have
Go
15
toe to
minutes
toe.
left to
Yep.
vamp, all right? So you can't
We
just
still
give
got
me
more
one word
matches to
answer
talk
from
about.
this point.
Pressure darts is
So-
that's what brings out the best in people. So we'll see who wants it.
Well,
Right.
let's talk about that one right there, okay? Let's give a scoreline prediction. Chad versus Clay. Trevor?
It's a tough one. I don't know. It's 8-7 either way. I'm gonna stay with Chad. 8-7.
Okay. Jason?
I will go with Clay. Probably 8-5, somewhere in that ballpark.
Even though Clay's never beat Chad?
Yep.
Clay's solid. I'm not.
Yeah,
he
he's-
can. Like he said,
he's
he's
gonna make
streaky. He is.
Well, I saw those averages.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's solid.
He's a little younger. He's a little feisty, and something like this get him really fired up. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to watching him. It'll be the first time I get to watch him actually play.
Ben, both of them being from the Lafayette area, do you think that affects both of them as far as, like, Chad doesn't want to get beat by this young kid, and this young kid doesn't get beat by this old guy? Is that kind of what they have going on here?
Maybe. I doubt it.
I don't know either. They seem like they like each other a lot.
They seem to get along well.
Let's go with the hatred part of this. We're just trying to build some stuff here.
We'll see what happens.
All right. Well, what's your scoreline prediction?
I'm going to take Clay 8-6.
Okay. Awesome. I like that. And I'm going to take Chad. I have an 8-6. Chad there, and you always have that person, right, that you just cannot get past. And if that is Chad for Clay, this is not a good opportunity. This is not a good position for him to finally get that first win.
Chad, I think Chad's got all the pressure on him here. Chad's beating twice in a row.
I do too. I agree.
I can say this, right? The person that wins the first match will probably win the whole thing. Because with only playing 8 legs, if you get down a leg or 2 legs pretty early, there's a lot of pressure on either one of those guys to make up that leg again. And I think more than some of the other matches that we're going to see tonight, this first match, the winner of the first leg, maybe first, second leg, if it's the same person, that person's probably going to win it all. Just because it's going to put a lot of pressure on the guy that hasn't won anything yet, especially when it comes to doubling in.
You think that early in a match, if that happens, that can tell the story?
Yeah, I think so. In my opinion.
10 legs of 0-1. Chad's home. So, I think home advantage it's huge. I really do. I think it's huge, especially trying to break somebody's throw in 0-1.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Double in, though, can be a spot where that can happen sometimes.
Mm-hmm. In this format, just go for your favorite double and get in.
Amen. All right. Well, let's talk about match number 2 here.
Yep.
Ron and Tyrone. All right. We can go back to those averages there so you can see them. Again, one of those situations where Ron has a 7-game lead. Does not matter anymore.
Yep.
His double in, double out is a 29.32. That's right where kind of Trevor was. And a 26.66 0-1 average for Tyrone. So a little bit better there. And then the cricket average, Big Ron has a little bit of advantage as well in that one. They played earlier this season. How'd that go?
Ron beat him. I don't recall the exact score, but Ron beat him. I think it was in the 10-5, 11-4 range.
Okay. So a little bit of a bigger upset there.
Mm-hmm.
What does Tyrone have to do to win this match?
I think he's just got to throw smart darts and contain his frustration when he has bad rounds and bad legs. Ron's pretty level-headed. He's been up. He's been down. I think he's got more experience than Tiny, so I think that'll play in. And if Tiny can take those moments and minimize them, I think he can.
All right, Trevor?
Man, so I have mixed feelings about this. Tiny actually is one of the guys that got me going a little bit.
Okay.
He did security at one of the bars that was roughly 2-3 minutes from my house when I first started playing.
Yeah.
And you had a little run-in with him? Is that what you said?
Right.
Security, not in a good way.
I'm running from that
just
guy.
Pay that tab. Just pay the tab.
But no, he would just sit. There's a couple dartboards at Robbie's Pub on Southport Road, if you know where it's at, and he would just throw with me in the corner and taught me a few things. So I have mixed feelings, but I'm obviously going for Tiny. I love Ron too, but if Tiny,
so what does Tiny have to do? Yeah,
I mean, he said he's been struggling a little bit. I've seen Tiny throw extremely well, but I know Ron's been a little bit more consistent. So he needs to settle down and not get frustrated, like Ben said.
All right.
Well, Ron's game's improved drastically over the course of the last 6 months.
Yep.
Ben, what do you put that to? Is it the fact that he's playing in the Premier League and he's playing just a better quality people?
In my opinion, it's absolutely a big part of it.
Yep.
I think it is for me also, and probably Trevor and any of us say that.
Yeah, you're just playing. It's better competition for the most part all the time, and when I said that earlier, it's good for Indy. I mean, we have so many great and quality shots, but we don't play against each other all the time.
Yeah.
And this is good for us.
Yeah. And I'm excited for this. I think it's gonna be a great one. So let's get those scoreline predictions.
You want me this time?
Well, actually, who did we start with last time? You?
Trevor.
We started with Trevor last time. So yeah, we'll start with you.
I'm gonna go Ron 8-4.
Ron 8-4.
It's just because Tiny's in the background now. I don't want to. Can't root for the other guy now.
You're a little scared.
Yeah,
I'm a little scared.
I'm going 8-6, Tiny.
8-6 Tiny. There you go. Jason?
It's my guy.
So here's the thing. Ron, last time he was here, got whooped during the season.
Who did?
Ron did. He got
okay.
Who did he play? Do you remember who he played? Was it you?
Tim.
Nope.
Tim Neal, that's right. And Tim whooped him, and Ron wasn't happy about it. So I think Ron's going to come out firing. He's going to make up for it. And I don't think it's going to be that close. I think it's going to be like 8-3, 8-4.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Tiny, did you hear that? Okay, never mind.
Well, great way to put it.
That was Justin that said that.
Why'd you have to put the spotlight on me right before I said mine? I'm also going to take Big Ron. The way he's been playing recently, and if Tiny says that he's been struggling a little bit, that lack of confidence can really hurt somebody. So I'm going to say 8-4, but
but this may be something.
It could be a
that they
huge
need.
surprise. Yep.
The pressure coming in, this may bring him out of it.
Or it could equal out the playing field altogether anyway. But it's only for promotion.
For sure.
Which is great. No matter what, they're safe.
Yep.
They're still one of them is going to be in that Challenger League, going to be doing the same thing next season.
If you do the math, can you recite if say Ron wins, who are the other people that are going to be in that league? It's going to be Trevor. It's going to be Tim. It's going to be.
We know that.
Just pull up the graphic.
Pull up the graphic.
Yep.
That'll make it easier. We know that all the top four, Mac, Lee, Adam, myself, are all going to be in.
Sure.
Jolen and Nate, one of those two will be in.
Yep.
Trevor and Tim will be in, and either Ron or Tiny.
That's a bloodbath of people.
You're looking just guaranteed. You're looking Mac, Lee, Adam, me, Trevor, Tim, and that's gross.
That is a gross 6 people.
I mean, that's some of the best players,
regardless of the other two that come through.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic.
And speaking of which, one of those two is or Jolen or Nathan's going to join that bloodbath of a Premier League. So let's talk that matchup. Jolen, I know, has been improving steadily over the last 3 years. I met him Indiana State, I think it was like level 2 or level 3 at 1:30 in the morning 2 years ago. And just the way that he's improved consistently since then. Now averaging a 3.89 in cricket and a 25.94 in that double in, double out PPR format.
Yeah, somewhere in the last year he made a stark improvement, and he's a much better player than he was even the last time I'd seen him play before we started doing this. He's young, he's hungry, he's kind of getting a taste of success. He was in this match last season, beat Ron to stay in the league, and I think he's going to try to do that against Nate tonight.
I feel like it would be based on like the wins, right, for the season. This might be a little bit more of the brutal one if the demotion went to Jolen instead of Nathan. But that's why this day is here, right?
Yep.
It's to put in that position.
Yep.
He should have finished higher than you if he wanted to not be in that spot, right?
Yeah.
So
he beat me last season, but I got him this season.
Well, there you go. And then of course Nathan Brosius, he kind of came on the scene for us in another event that you had done. The March Madness.
The March Madness a couple years ago.
Yep. Made top 4, I believe, the first year you did that.
He did. Made the Final Four.
And ever since then, he's been a pretty big mainstay in our dart community. He's definitely a top player. That average of 3.59 can easily be higher. Same thing with his double in, double out PPR average.
And Nate's been a good player for a long time. He plays mostly on the west side. He's a Phoenix. He's a longtime Phoenix player. So I knew him well before that, but a lot of people didn't. He's a good player. He's learning all the time. He's hungry. Every time I play, he threw his best cricket match ever this season against me in the Premier League, and 2 weeks later, in just our Wednesday mixed doubles league at Sidelines, threw his best 0-1 match ever. So he likes playing against me because I amp his game up, and that's why he wanted to get in this, so he could have that fire and play people that are better than him every week and that he'd have to battle with.
Well, and he gets Jolen tonight.
Yeah, that's no easy feat.
Not at all. So, Jason, we're going to start. Jason took off his headset. He's already bored of us. So I guess I'll start with this one. I'm going to take Jolen. I have this one 8-5. Jolen. Trevor?
I mean, I'm going with Jolen too.
Just because he's right there.
Ben's right. No, he's hungry. He's been playing a lot. He's kind of on the same path. I'm going to put it as myself just because he got very good.
It's a good compliment.
Very quick.
Yep.
And sky's the limit. So I'm going to go 8-4 Jolen.
Okay. I would say that there's quite a few people that are actually in this room, in this castle tonight, that did that kind of a similar thing as Trevor, where they got really good really quickly. Jolen, yourself. Big Ron is another one who kind of had a massive upswing here real quick. So, Ben, who you got?
I'm going to take Jolen 8-7, which is the same score as their regular season match.
Okay. Well, he has insider information of that. Did you hear that? Yeah, it must be nice. I feel like Jason just like turned to us, just.
Well, being good friends with Nate, he talks to me a lot, and he looks to me for advice sometimes. And when he was playing Jolen, I told him, Jolen's a great player. Just play your game, take a breath, relax, have fun. And he texted me frustrated. He was up 7-5 on him, lost the last 3, and I said, "You keep Jolen in, he's going to beat you." So.
I mean, listen. Even I beat Jolen on Tuesday at the Castle in a game of a one after the.
Jolen, pressure's on, buddy.
But I think it's gonna be a great matchup there. And then, of course, that brings us to our premier match, right? This is the same exact finals as last season.
Yep.
You have Mac versus Adam. So Mac Fiely taking on Adam Klinefelter. You can see the wins there are very similar. Lee is gonna finish third overall. Those 0-1. There's nothing in between them. The cricket, there's really nothing in between them. So this could be anyone's game. Last season, can you remind me what happened in the final?
Yeah, so last season, Adam was the number 1 seed. Mac was second, so Adam had home field advantage. Mac overcame it, beat him, won the first Premier League. This season, it's flipped. Mac is the 1 seed, and Adam is the 2 seed.
So Adam's trying to get that redemption on him there. I think this is going to be the best match of the night. And I don't mean that like by averages. I think that'll be the case too. But I'm just talking like actual like close match. I have this one going 8-7, and I'm gonna pick Mac Fiely just to kind of get it done again. So I did mine first. You're welcome, Trevor.
It's this one's a hard one to do because Mac is one of those guys where he just finds a way to win.
Yeah.
He's a winner. He knows how to win. But Adam, he's hungry right now too. So. And given the fact that he lost, I'm going 8-7 Adam.
Okay. So reverse of what I just said.
But Mac's home, so it's tough too.
All right, Tim, you already made your choice.
I'm going my bad.
Ben?
I've played both of these guys both seasons. I haven't beat either of them either season. 0-4 against them.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I've won
Just
a lot
stop
of
doing
legs.
that.
I know.
Stop doing that. You get third place, maybe.
I think I'm going to go Adam 8-5.
Ooh.
I just think he's hungry. He wants it. And he's coming in mad that he lost last time.
Yep.
He was up with home field. Matt came back and beat him. And I don't ever like to count out either one of them. They're both. I've played with and against both of them all over the country. Mac, when I played him this year, it took him 8 darts to get in one leg. I set myself up comfortably on 40, and he popped a 170 in my face. So I don't count either one of them out. But I'm going to take Adam 8-5.
All right. Tori?
That's a tough one.
Hi, Tori.
Yes, hi.
Am I even going to introduce her?
Yeah,
You're just going to throw her on there?
It was so much better.
Straight
Just
to
do
the
it that
prediction?
way. I mean, Jason just took his headset off without telling anyone, so.
That's true. So Mac's home.
Mac is home.
Okay. I do think that's really important.
It's huge.
8-7 Mac.
Okay.
Yeah.
8-7 Mac. It's the exact scoreline I said. It's all right. Just copy me. No big deal. Well, hopefully we're both right, or we'll both be wrong. But let's take a look at the arena. We're about ready to get going here with match number 1. It'll be Clay Bowman taking on Chad Young. So we're about ready to get that match going. It is 7 o'clock on the nosy. So let's get going with that.
On the nosy, I like it.
And I used nosy already tonight, so we're good. We're 3 for 3. Well, and the hard work's done, gents.
Yeah.
Now we can all just chill.
Not for Jason.
Nope. He knocked down. Was that you?
Probably.
It was probably me.
I blame Kyrie.
That's always Kyrie's fault. All right, so here we go. Chad Young getting us started here. Game number 1, double in, double out. Looks like he's looking at the 18s.
This is going to be the key for these two, I think, is getting in. Once they get in, they can both get down the board at a nice rate.
Good old soft tip at the castle here.
Clay's hungry.
Clay looks very focused.
Yeah, that's not a bad start. Not a bad start there. I went out there before they started, and I was like, hey, how's it going? He goes, hey. So I could tell that he was pretty focused there. And I was like, hi, I'm Sean. And he's like, hey, Clay. All right, good. That always is a good sign to me when you're not as chatty, especially if your name's Mac Fiely. or Adam Klinefelter or Trevor Sellers even, or Ben Ferris. If you guys are quiet, that means you guys are locked in, ready to go.
Yeah, Trevor knows I don't talk a lot. He doesn't talk a lot. When we play together, it would probably be very boring to be standing in between us.
For sure.
We start.
This wasn't boring for me.
We start getting hot, and we get a little chatty.
Well, yeah.
But having a little fun. But
See, I don't know what you guys mean by not talking. That's just not my MO. I am. My whole goal is to throw off my opponent by just talking as much as possible. Look at this. Early opportunity to break a throw, maybe. He's going to get 6 darts from 189. Because the best Chad can do here is leave
Clay threw
180.
well against me. He averaged over a 30 when we played against each other in 01. I mean, he threw well.
And I just happened to be there when he was playing Tim also, and I think he went up 3-0 on Tim. I think he only won 1 or 2 more legs after that, but he got off to a good start.
So far, looking very good.
Yeah, he's throwing great.
After 12 darts, he has 53 left.
So he has that baseball, softball background too. So
Okay.
a little bit more of hand-eye coordination.
Which a lot of us do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. I even have that background. That didn't help me at darts at all.
Did you? We didn't know that.
Yep. I used to coach softball.
Really?
For a long time. Double 15,
That's
just on the outside.
He likes double 15.
That's fine. It's soft tip. Now it's double out soft tip,
Still
which is a little bit
double out. I
different.
still don't like it.
But I would say that,
What do you have? 63 going there or 53?
He had
53.
53 and he hit a 6.
yeah, he
Instead
missed the big
of
number there to
13,
set up
yeah.
the top.
Yeah,
So
I thought he had 63 and 13. I was
Big
going to
shot.
go yell at him in the middle of the group.
little pressure now. Chad goes 140.
If he misses inside here, he'll learn why not to do that. But he hit it this time.
Right on the inside wire, though.
Yep.
But it's 1-0. It's a break and throw right off
he's
the
one.
gate.
He's one hole from learning why not to do that.
Maybe next time.
I think when Tim played him, he actually made a comment too and said if it's double 15, Clay's hitting it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
There you
I'm
go.
pretty sure he did.
Clay didn't miss a double 15 against him. He just stopped letting him throw at him.
Wait to tell you this. He missed 2 just then.
But
He
he
was only
goes
1
in
for
on
3.
double 16, so it's
Bit of enigma.
yeah.
And that one's on the wire on all 3 of those. So tell me this, because we're going to get the comment here of, well, where's the females?
Yeah, the females are coming.
Yeah.
Next season, speaking of Tori, she is one of the 4 females that are already locked into the first women's
You're
Premier
kidding.
League.
Oh, my gosh. That brings me to my next point. Tori, how do you feel about that?
I'm excited. So I know there was a question of should the women be kind of included in the double in, double out split bowl? I think it's a really good question. I know a lot of women are really nervous about playing. The people that are trying to get into the contender leagues and things like that. And so I wonder if that will scare them off, you know? But I think it should invite them to be like, this is really exciting. And it's anyone's game. I mean,
Well, let me
it
ask.
invites more people where if you're not as good as bowl, you can kind of move around the board and see what you like.
Well, I want to ask a challenging question here. And this goes, of course, you have to answer it, but
Oh.
you're going to have a different answer than I think some of the ones that you're talking about. I mean, playing double in, double out, you're going to have to do that at state. You're going to have to do that. If you're a master female,
Yeah.
and
Which
you're playing
is-
mixed, you have to double in, double out.
Absolutely.
And that's huge to winning and losing at mixed doubles at state.
And not playing it and being scared of it is not something that you want, just because being familiar with something helps.
So you think
So maybe playing more.
10
you're
games
not
of it
as
a week
scared. Yeah, yeah.
would be pretty helpful?
absolutely.
Well, I mean, it's a little bit of comfort thing if you haven't done it before.
Yep.
Kyrie over here has been playing for several years now. Is just now playing his first double in, double out split bull league.
We didn't even know numbers was a part of
and
this
it's
game.
a little bit. it's a different game. Him and I have chatted about it. He's learning the ins and outs, and I mean, it's a different game in the final dart you throw a lot of times.
Setup games a lot different.
for sure.
Yeah, Clay leaves 87. Chad back on 212 can put a lot of pressure on this 87.
Well, I think that's a weakness of both of these
For sure.
guys is learning the right setup shots, learning to throw the right darts. Where a guy like Jolen has an advantage because he's smarter in the game and knows the outs better.
Right, Tori?
Right, totally. He doesn't ask questions ever.
Oh, I'm sure he does, but
He's gotten way more comfortable. When he
Double
first
10.
started, he didn't know.
I can tell playing players online their comfort level and when they stop and take a second and
Exactly.
step back.
It alters how you throw.
And when they start doing that a lot, I know that I have them beat.
Yep.
For one.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least that you should.
Yeah.
Like that's how I always think about it. I'm like, I should beat this person now.
I beat
Absolutely.
a lot of people because I was smarter than they were.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Chad would have left 37 there, I immediately be like, I should beat this person for sure. Play double 7, definitely not double 15. But he gets it down at the bottom wire. Well done. I actually like those first 2 darts too on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of set it up nicely.
Mm-hmm.
But Clay storms out in front, 2-0. Trevor, you want to change your score prediction? You get one chance, one opportunity. Sees everything you ever wanted. Are you going to capture it?
That's Slim and M over here.
Like we talked about, I mean, all the pressure was on.
Look at this.
I love that from Chad.
Aren't you guys so excited that you
Standing
might,
in
you might
that-
get some booms tonight?
This is probably where he
Standing
gets
in, down
comfortable, though.
2-0, pops a 7 in the 20. I love it.
Well, this is where he's going to get comfortable playing cricket because they're used to playing cricket more than they are double in, double out, split bull.
Yeah, they both are though.
Both are what?
Gonna get
They're
are
more
more used to
comfortable
this.
playing cricket.
For sure.
Oh no, Clay looked pretty comfortable playing 0-1.
Yeah, he did. Except his setup shots. Take a look. Good shot.
Great last dart from Chad. Surprised he stayed there on dart 2, but I'm not opposed to it. You're down
Yeah.
2-0.
Yeah, with that point lead, I would have thrown the 19 just to give myself 2 darts
See,
at it.
I like it, the second shot staying there, because if he hits a single 20, he's still up 2 triples, and
Yeah.
then he takes a look.
I agree with that.
So
I'll
that's-
give him 9. I'd rather have 2 darts at the 19 and let him have 9. Have a look at 9.
But if I had a single 19 second dart, I'm going back up. So I'm not taking that shot.
This is fun. You
That's
guys
why
just
I-
argue this whole time. I'll just sit here. I'm serious. This is way better than me talking.
We all have
We're like
different
grumpy
games.
old men.
Yeah, we all are.
We do this on the phone.
Yeah,
almost
we
every
do.
day.
We do.
Big 7 mark from Clay. Brings him right back into this. A 5-6-7 taking on a 4.0 right
I
now.
saw somebody ask earlier if there were going to be any boom goes the dynamites tonight, which of
There would be.
course
Hey,
there
didn't you
will.
get a tattoo the other day?
I did. It's wonderful. It was done by a famous tattoo artist. Her name's Tori, and she's on the mic right now. It is wonderful. I love everything about it. It's even healing better than it should. So,
Sweet.
yeah, great job.
Thank,
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
While also doing commentary live at the same time. She was tattooing.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Multitasker.
If there's one
Yeah.
person that could sit here in between you two and allow you guys to argue and still hold the conversation, it'd be Tori.
Certainly not Jason.
It's early. It's early. We're still going to argue.
I know.
There you
I'm
go.
excited. More excited that she's on the mic too to take over when that happens. The averages are starting to drop down to about even. Needs
Yeah.
another big treble. Gets it. Stay in there. Is he going up?
He's going up. I don't like it.
Why is he
but
going on?
He should.
We all disagree with that shot, but he went up.
Not with 2 wedges. I might have taken a look
He's,
at that.
he's up
with
2
that
legs,
one.
though, so it's
Yeah.
he can
He
take
can be
he
aggressive.
take chances.
He was up 3 legs on Tim, and he only won 1 more the rest of the match.
Yeah.
That's Tim. It's a Philly legend.
Well, she was here.
Well, that makes one of us. The cameras be
2 of
doing about the same.
It just means I would have been playing tonight.
Look at that. Boom goes the dynamite.
There you
Clay
go.
Bowman.
Ask and you shall receive.
The first of the evening.
He knew he was going to hit that. That's why he took a chance at the
Hey, exactly. If you guys hear any cute voices in the background, that's my daughter.
Or Jolen.
Shout out to those guys watching. I don't know what that means.
Which guys?
Jason? Which guys?
Which guys, Jason?
All the guys? Any of the guys?
Shout out to all the guys watching. And
Shout out to all the
girls
guys watching. And I guess, he didn't mention that.
Carmen Young with the big darts, Dad.
I did get Clay a little
Little
fired
baby
up.
girl, Carmen Young.
Was he listening earlier when I called him out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Oh,
Big
big
shot.
darts. Goes 9 and then 7. We're on a 5.38 now. Turn this whole thing around.
Yeah, Chad's throwing higher than either of their averages and down 2 wedges.
Clay has it, though. We said he's streaky, but
Well, like I said, I told you, if Clay keeps his head straight, he's got the high game.
he definitely does. I'll agree.
And there it is. gets it done. 5.31 in leg number 3. And you see Chad, all you can do is clap at that.
Yep.
But it's 3-0 Clay.
Dad, you just got to get one, bud.
Do you think Clay's someone who starts off hot and slows down? Because like you said with Tim, he was up. Do you think Tim got better or he got kind of a little bit back to average?
Tim generally does what Tim does when he quits calling himself stupid.
Yeah.
He does do that, yeah.
I'm crying, baby. I don't know. I don't know Clay's game well enough where I'm learning him. He played he won the Contender League, and he's fighting to hang on here. I like these two kind of have like a little rivalry going as they came through the same contender, same challenger, and now one of them's splitting off and moving up. Or staying in, one of them's dropping out.
Hey, Tori, do you know either of these players? Have you played against them?
Not personally, but I've, a little bit.
A little bit.
I met Clay. He came up to Logansport, and we had played kind of against each other. And
Yeah.
He loves the game. He doesn't play often, but I think now that it's getting so much more competitive, maybe it's worth it to do that. Maybe it's worth it to play some more.
Hey,
Yeah. Chad and his wife Tanya played in our Darts Live Super Leagues with us also. Went to Vegas with us, so I know him and his wife better than I know Clay. But they both seem excited to be playing this. Clay doesn't play a lot, so it gives him something weekly he can do. Keep sharp.
I still think he's playing travel softball a decent amount.
Is he?
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's pretty young. I think he's only like 24, 20.
he looks young.
Mhm.
He's young.
He's like 12 or something.
The backwards hat makes him look younger.
I got a backwards hat on. Does it make me look younger?
No.
Yeah, I figured.
His face also helps.
Yeah, his dad,
What'd you say?
Yeah, I do want everyone to know that I have the most hair of the three of us sitting over here. Tori wins all the way through, but that's unfair. So out of the
we're
three
not counting
gentlemen
that side of the
here,
room.
yeah,
Tori and Kyrie and Jolen.
I don't know the last time that's happened where put me next to two other dudes and I have the most hair, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
Hey, at least Ben's the only one strong enough to not wear a hat.
I ain't scared. With a cut on my head.
There you go.
And his flippy floppies.
In my flippy
does.
floppies.
Him and his flippy floppies.
I love my flippy
Could
floppies.
you ever play darts?
It's
in
summer.
flip-flops?
It's summer.
I couldn't.
Not
I know
really.
you're not playing darts now, but I've seen you play in flip flops.
Mhm.
And it
Yes.
bothers me. There's like no support.
Yeah, but it doesn't bother me.
I understand, but it bothers me that you're wearing them playing darts.
Look at this.
Where's
78
he going?
left.
Where's he going?
Okay.
Okay.
Of course he's going there.
Well, why not?
So
Well, he leaves
odd.
20.
Hmm.
Okay, set himself up nicely. Chad, the problem is that
That's 'cause
Chad's
he-
been
that's
way
'cause he
back on
missed wrong.
300 something every time he set him up. Like Chad's nowhere near, or should be there was going at bowls here.
Yeah, he's having a tough leg here. Now he's just frustrated. And this is what I.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gotta contain that. He's an emotional player. Chad has gotten tremendously better over the last year also.
For sure.
So I think he's kind of got some of those growing pains sometimes, and like we all do. The frustration sets in. He's a much better player than he was here. I know that for sure.
Well, 4-0 lead now.
Clay's
I had to talk him into even playing the Contender League. And then he got second and got a wild card into the Challenger League, and he was like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. And I said, you're absolutely ready. You're not ready to win, but you're ready to learn and get better. And he was like, all right, I'm in. Let's go.
There you go. And because of you, he's now down 4-0.
Yep. He's welcome.
Live on stream.
He's welcome.
Exactly,
He at least
exactly
got
what he was
he
worried
got the
about.
look. He got the look to play for his shot, which is all any of us can ask for.
Exactly right.
Clay's coasting though now. He's even switching up his doubles.
Yeah, and he gets in on the 20s there.
It's interesting what confidence does to a player.
For sure.
And I think that was the point that was made with Tyrone, with Tiny's match coming up next,
Mhm.
right? Is that you mentioned that he's been struggling a little bit, and he mentioned it to you. This tells me that there's some doubt inside his head, which, man, I'm telling you what, doubt inside the head never works out good for anyone.
Mm-mm.
Did Clay just wave at us?
He waved at somebody for sure.
It was someone, so he's been looking at his watch, so he's definitely flirting with someone.
Probably his wife.
Yep. Well, there you go.
Girlfriend.
There you go.
They're not married, yeah?
I
Girlfriend,
don't
right?
think so.
I didn't know anything about the status whatsoever, so my point was not to get him in trouble. So it was definitely the girlfriend.
I know he does have a lady. Chad's married. Hey, he's been married for like 47 years to Tanya, which Tanya's a saint. God love her.
She's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Donnie was great on Tuesday.
Yeah, I was really excited to see her do well. I know she was nervous,
And it showed from time to time.
frankly, she was playing with 3 monster players.
Yes, she was.
And
Yeah.
I don't know Camille well, but I know Marcy very well. I know Crystal very well. Played with Crystal, ironically, more than Marcy, even though Crystal lives 3 hours away. But I know them both very well, and I was proud to see Tanya stand in there with them.
Well, Chad right now is facing a nightmare scenario that he's approached with here. Down 4-0. He's missing the neighbors now.
Yeah, I mean,
he's
you just want to curl up in the corner of the garage
Yeah.
right
Starting
now.
to speed up a little bit too.
But it's
Yeah.
Take some deep breaths and
he still has. It's not even halfway over.
What do you do if you're him?
I mean, what I would do is what he's doing, which is why I would lose 8-0.
right.
What he needs to do is something different than that, so that does not happen.
Yeah, he needs to take a breath, take a drink, pretend like it's 0-0, and win as many legs he can win.
Yep.
If he doesn't get to 8, he doesn't get to 8. But if he makes it 8-6 from 4-0,
he feels
I think
good
everybody's
about
happy with
himself
that.
for sure.
Right.
The question is, how do you do that while struggling at the same time?
You need to slow down.
There's no great answer for that.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Doesn't have to go 18 for bowl, so he's not going to.
Yeah, I like the setup.
You like the setup?
I don't like that
I
setup.
don't like that.
He
setup.
said it before he threw
I
the
like-
18.
Well,
to be
I
fair.
want to talk smack a little
I
bit,
like
too.
that he was setting it up and not forcing himself into something terrible like he
Look at this.
did.
There we go.
I love it. You're not
Find a
feeling
new-
the 20.
Yep.
Find another triple. They
And
don't
he looked at the
score
19s. That
much
wasn't doing.
different.
Yep. So here we go. Double 17, which is one way to do it. And
He likes the setup.
It pays
okay?
off
He likes the
again.
I
setup.
told you I like the setup. 5-0.
I like that setup.
Yeah.
But well, one of these days it's gonna work out where he's gonna learn some stuff.
Clay's brother said he's waving to his nieces.
Aww,
Very cute. Very cute.
way cuter than what I said.
All right, Buddha.
Is his brother the one that he usually plays with too?
Yes.
Didn't he
Yeah,
play?
Josh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they? So they talk a lot of smack then.
Then you got Tom and Brenda too. All of them playing.
Okay. Ooh.
He said no.
This is what I want to see from Chad here. I don't care if he loses 8-2. I want to see him fight.
Just a
I
little
want to
battle.
see him
Yeah.
stay in the legs. I don't want to see him give up.
I like the right shot there at the end.
Oh, for sure. I'd have started down.
I
Probably
would've
just
too.
get rid of it.
Yeah, I would have too.
Get that out of your head. You know you're going to throw it. Throw it first.
As we're joined by a Lafayette legend.
I like it.
That's Kyrie Washington. Kyrie, what's up, buddy?
What's going on?
You were so excited to get on the mic. You ran over here. It wasn't with any type of Jason having to ask you twice or anything. Two guys that you know really well.
Oh yeah.
So is this going the way that you thought it was going to go?
Considering Chad beat him the first 2 times, no. So, but I know what Clay can shoot. He's a good guy, man. So, but I didn't expect this at all.
Well, Chad started out so well on the cricket leg, right? The first cricket leg. And then Clay turned it completely on his head, ended up with a 5 average himself. That's got to be something it kind of stops you in your tracks. You're like, what do I have to do at this point?
Clay likes pressure darts.
I guess so.
And Trevor made him mad. So
Yeah. He's got the dog in him.
That's true. You did mention the.
But I said I beat Chad 14-1 too. So
Well,
I mean,
that's not 15-0.
yeah, but I think
I can't believe you
Chad was a
mentioned
little
it. I'm just
starstruck
kidding.
too.
Chad was starstruck.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's not the same because if Clay would have taken one off of me, he'd have home field advantage here. Not that he.
true.
Storyline's the storyline. He's up 5-0.
The difference,
Clearly didn't need
Clay
it, but-
just, I say this all the time. When you're in not
Chad.
just
Big shot,
darts, and you're
Chad.
in these types of positions all the time where there's pressure on the line.
Yep.
It's not just darts; it's sports in general. I don't know if Chad played sports growing up. I would guess he did, but Clay's been in pressure situations quite a bit, so I think it plays a difference, especially when you're streaming. I don't know how many people are watching, but when people are watching,
8,000.
You like these positions.
100,000.
Tough.
I'll go down. I like it throwing at the Bulls there.
Yeah, I do too, but I don't like it now because now winning darts.
I just wanted to have a little confidence. Throwing the Bulls
Even
there.
still winning darts.
Throwing the Bulls there tells me he's got confidence.
Well, you stay there after you throw the first one.
Yeah, no reason to move there.
I think he just confused himself there, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, he was upset after the
But
first
49-point lead, you got to shoot at points here. You got to shoot at points here. That's going to lose you the match right now.
Yeah, it might. I like seeing point there. I think he's just trying to get out of this leg and get that leg under his belt.
Well, he doesn't want to get out of it with a loss. There's that 1-point lead now for Clay.
I love to see Chad just put 9 in here and make it fun.
I mean, I'm good with that too.
Stay there. Need another
Hit
one.
again.
Yeah, you got.
We're all groaning because that's only 50 points now that he's up.
I don't like it.
Which, again, math-wise, is just silly.
Yeah, I mean, it still takes 2 bulls. Like, oh, now it takes a double
Still.
bull. He's
just getting away with it.
Just letting him off the hook.
Yep.
They are who we thought they were.
We let him off the hook.
And we left them off the hook. Good old
Get you
Dennis
on.
Green.
Get you on here. Oh,
Come
boy.
on.
Come on.
Take a breath. Take a breath.
Don't you do it.
Hate to see
Garrett Rakowski's in the chat asking when Trevor Sellers plays. Trevor played Tim Neal for the first place in Challenger League.
Well, this is a tough dart. And he fits it right in. Big dart from he shakes his head at that one, but it's a 6-0 lead.
6-0 lead.
Good to hear from you, Garrett.
That might be it.
Trevor plays again in August when the next season will start. As he moves up to the big boy league.
Garrett, how fast can you get here? That'll tell me when Trevor plays.
I love me some Garrett. I got to play with him for the first time in Chicago. Great guy.
One of the best.
Unfortunately, we didn't. We played well. We just, it was single elimination. Caught a
Heater.
bad draw, but no, it was. I missed a 134 against Leonard, Paula, and Chris Lim, and
That sounds like a decent team.
yeah, solid team. It was me, him, and Olivia. We played well.
That's a decent team too.
Came down to the last leg decider, and
To the 1-3-4. Kyrie's like, I'm here. I'm gonna chill, but
Great.
I'm not saying anything. Tori at least talked. And unfortunately, because Kyrie wouldn't talk, now Jason's back on.
Oh, no.
Hi, Jason.
I know you all just glad to have me.
I don't know what gave you that idea. We
Yeah.
groaned immediately when we saw the headset go around your head.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. For all those people that sent stars, thank you very much. James Haraway in the chat. Good to see you watching, James.
Why are you so loud, Jason?
James Haraway would like some of these hero darts we're seeing.
The good old hero way.
The little hero way. Yeah, I think these guys a lot of times are, like Chad and Clay specifically, are just trying to win their leg. I was like that a couple of years ago also, and it's taken me a little experience and some butt whoopings to figure out that sometimes you just got to plug along and make the game a little longer. You don't have to, you're gonna win the game. You don't have to win it right now. It's a long game.
well, he's going to take much more from this losing than he would winning. I mean, he knows what he has to do. I mean, I'm not saying it's over by any means, but
You talking about Chad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I'm impressed with the way Clay's playing, though, to be honest with you.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
good.
and I'm going to kind of retort there a
Ooh.
little bit and just say that losing like this, I don't think is going to help him at all.
No, I completely agree with you.
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna help him at all.
that's coming from someone who's lost 8-0 before on a live stream. It'll send you into hiding for about a month, unless you're forced to come back and do the show the next week. So I want to see him win it, bring back a few legs here.
Yeah, it's
Otherwise, because I get what you're saying.
I understand.
It's just
it's
this
just
type
at
of
some
loss
point
is.
it just gets demoralizing and frustrating, and nobody wants to go through that.
Yeah, he's never going to look back at this.
I got double dipped twice in the same weekend by Dustin Holt.
It's just in the 0-1 games.
That
Clay
made me want to go hide in the
He's on
corner.
fire with scoring.
But were you
He's
2-0
doing
against
great.
Dustin Holt up to that point?
And
was it a race to 8 where you lost 8-0?
and didn't lose a leg and didn't win a leg.
Well, I felt like I didn't know how to throw darts in the last match.
Well, that's how he feels right now.
I understand.
Clay shooting at the double 18 for the 7-zip lead.
And that's his number. Nope, that's not where that is, but that's all right.
It's over there.
We're
somewhere.
learning.
There it is.
We're learning still.
Yeah.
Jason
I
wasn't
think
sure
for
where
He's
it was.
new on
Yeah.
cameras.
He's got
Clay
to
knew where it was.
understand what this is like playing under pressure with people watching. That's what it is.
Oh, 100%.
That's
I get what
all
you're
it is. But
I'm just messing with you now.
that's fine.
And on double 16, first dart. Exactly not what Chad wanted to see there.
He's shooting a little bit faster, shooting with a lot of confidence right now. It's
yeah.
good to see.
Yeah, he's got that Clay swagger going on.
And there's nothing wrong with it. to be honest
Absolutely
with you.
not.
There's not.
Absolutely not.
You know?
These two drove together. Do these two drive together? These
No,
two?
No.
Oh, man. Okay, so you're going to be in the car that doesn't crash on the way back. Like,
That's not.
no, like Chad's going to crash into.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
like crash into Clay.
Gotcha.
He's gonna wreck him.
Yeah. I mean, it's the best way. It's the best way for revenge at this point. Just spin him out. That is true.
That's a good way to look at it, Jolen.
Chad still
That is
does have a
good way to
2-1
look at
record against Clay if Chad doesn't roll off 8 straight legs here.
Well, but Clay will be the one that's still in the Challenger League.
That's also a good point. We're making really good points here.
it. Yeah.
And I love Chad, and I will go fight Chad in the parking lot if he's not in the next contender league I have, because I know he needs to be, and I know he will be.
I also hope that he does.
Hey, he's gonna be. He's probably gonna go hide in the. You're right. When you do lose like this, you do want to not play darts.
Yeah, like,
but
it's not going to be good for anyone. Like when he walks out of that room to say anything to him. It's one of those type of situations. Now that being said, it could be completely different. He laughed at himself.
Yeah, he'll come out laughing,
which is much bigger man than I would be in that situation.
Yeah, we assumed that.
Yeah, fair. I lost 8-0 to Guy. I don't think I said a word to anyone. Just I said bye to Jason. I think I shook Jason's hand actually as I left. Like, thanks for that. It was not in a good way.
Which maybe what Chad does to me on the way out. Thanks
Yeah.
Thanks for talking to me.
Yeah, if he looks you dead in your eyes, it's a bad thing. All right, so Clay has at least 6 from 223. Has been playing brilliantly, to be quite fair.
Yeah.
Those are one legs that
It's
he
another
won, or
nice
those
round.
cricket legs that he won. Were
Yeah. Little wink at the camera there. Did you catch that? Little wink at the camera on the way
I
up.
would too at this point.
Yeah, I like it.
Is he gonna shoot the right shot?
Who? Clay?
Yeah, this is
God no.
It's-
God no.
it's- 83. That's
I hope-
common soft tip double out.
No,
right?
it's not.
No, it's not.
No, they would go bullseye for
There we go,
33.
bullseye for 33. He's not gonna. He's probably gonna go.
Oh,
for
yeah. He did.
He threw the
Let's
right
go.
dart.
He can't. He does not have to go 16 here, so you can go trip 10.
Yeah,
He went
really.
to 16
Okay,
anyway.
okay.
Double 9.
There
Oh,
you go,
there it
Clay. There you
is.
go. Way to go, son.
He
Well-
shot the right dart.
8-0. Clay Bowman over Chad Young is the first match out of the gates. And, well, gents, thoughts?
Shouldn't have said anything.
Trevor says he shouldn't have said anything. Chat,
Commentator curse.
chat, is it Trevor's fault? Just let us know in the chat. Was it Trevor's fault there?
My bad, buddy. Still love you.
Ben, any thoughts there on that one?
I mean, nobody saw that happening, but
No.
Love you, buddy.
Clay has the high game. We all knew that what Clay's capable of.
Yep. Well, he performed.
Chad will bounce back.
He performed, that's for sure. Really well done from Clay.
Clay's
Let's-
giving me the death stare right now.
Hey,
Oh, he shot it.
he shouldn't be giving the death stare. Yeah, he has ways to go to get back to your level now.
Stop. He's got.
Now that you're in the now that you're in the Premier League.
Yeah,
You're
but he's,
right,
he's
but
on
he's
that
got
path.
the high game. He's
He's
does.
on that path.
Hey, if he shoots like that, you're going to be in
He's-
trouble.
He's playing.
Yeah, but he's got to keep shooting like that.
That was well done, well performed from
He's
Clay.
too great.
And man, you want who made this timing of these matchups? Because this is perfect. 7:30 on the nose here, which is scary because it was 8-0 in that one. So great job, Jason. We're gonna be here till midnight now. That I just realized that.
Keep it up, fellas. My wife's gonna be happy. Maybe. I'm sorry.
What? What does
Sorry,
that mean?
I
What?
don't know.
Is
We'll
that-
just leave that one alone.
Does he not want? Does she not want him there? Does she, I don't know. Oh,
It's
you mean
okay.
like the
It's
8
a joke.
nothings?
Yeah, no.
To go
Keep
quickly?
keep it up.
Oh,
quick.
keep it going
Yeah,
quickly.
You
Yeah,
understand
I get
now.
it now.
You
Get
meant
him
what
home quick.
you meant
Yeah.
what I knew.
Get me out to the lake.
There you go. Fair enough. He's already got his flip-flops on. He's ready to go.
All right, quick reminder, who we got coming up next?
This is Tyrone Pittman. Tiny is what we're going to refer to him as the majority of the time, even though he is not a tiny human being at all. Taking on Big Ron Thompson. That is not an ironic nickname. Big Ron is a big human being as well. 61 wins for Tyrone. 68 for Big Ron. Big Ron has the advantage in the PPR and the NPR. Does that matter?
No, I don't think the stats matter. I think that Ron is the more confident and seasoned player.
Yep.
And I think Ron will take it home.
Okay. Well, we already made the predictions earlier on. So, are we ready to go? Are we in the arena ready to go? Are they warming up for a minute?
Well, let's
They're
take a
probably-
look. Yeah,
they're probably-
they're up
probably
there.
getting a little warm up in.
There is Tiny, who is larger than both the players that just played. You can tell that.
There goes the green light for him.
And they're like, man, we didn't get to warm up at all. Oh, do you want me to take mine off so you guys can just talk?
I mean, you, Sean. These guys are just
I mean-
amateurs. I'm telling you. They're just amateurs.
Speaking of not amateurs, we're joined by a guy who stays in the Challenger League. Great performance, man. 8-0. Were you expecting that, Clay?
Mr. Clay Bowman.
By no means.
Clay Bowman, ladies and gentlemen. Clay, first of all, hi. Nice to meet you.
You as well.
Yeah, I could tell you that you were focused before the match because we didn't really talk at all.
I heard Trevor talking.
Yep.
You know I had to talk a little smack.
Yeah. So tell me, did that light a fire under you a little bit more than you? Does that give you all the help that you needed there?
Yeah, for the most part. I don't throw darts often, especially not during the summer, but when I get the chance to play, when people are bashing my name or thinking that I don't have a chance to win, it makes it
I
a little
didn't
bit
say
better.
that. I just said I also brought
I
it
think
up.
Chad wins 8-7. Is that what it was? I think it's close.
That's what I said.
I think it was 8-0.
Jolen made a good point though. He said Chad's still up 2-1. Just saying.
He is. He is. When he makes it back, we'll play again. He's a
I
hell of a
like it.
shot.
I like it.
He's a really good shot. He just was off. I could tell he was a little shaky. Playing Masters for a few years, it's a little easier to calm the nerves, especially playing superstars like Trevor himself.
Stop it.
Oh, this is going to go on for years.
See,
I'm going to enjoy
This is
every-
just who Clay is. It's okay.
No, I like Clay. I like
But
Clay
I
a
love
lot.
him. I love him.
No, I like his dad. He made his
He's good.
dad.
He's good.
You
friends
might
with
be the
one of
one
mine.
and only.
No, I like your dad. I do. I like that kind of person.
They love darts, that's for sure.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's being a
Hey,
little bit
you think
outspoken.
baseball and softball helps out with hand-eye coordination and stuff, just being with darts?
Yeah, well, I heard you guys talking earlier too. Is I've played my entire life. I've never taken it serious, especially throughout the summer because of baseball or because of football or because of softball or golf or whatever the case may be. Especially if I have shorts on, I don't like to go to the bar. And in Lafayette, majority of the bars that you throw at until you guys got into big league were smoky bars.
Yeah.
So a Friday night, to me, I'd rather hang out with friends or go to a softball tournament than be in a smoky bar.
Unfortunate day for Ron. He had first one to an out.
Nobody cares, Jason. So,
Here's Tyrone. He was on and out also. I'm not going to
You're
get
still
there.
playing
that's
See
good
what
for
Ron
him. That
can
was
do
great to
with
talk
a
about.
124.
You're still playing softball, though, aren't you?
Every once in a while. I quit more on the travel side and
Really?
started playing locally more.
I thought you still were.
These are two individuals that really kicked my butt too. I think Tyrone was 8-7, but the 8 games he won were blowouts. And then
Ooh, unfortunate.
Ron, I think, beat me 11-4, something close to that.
Who would you pick in this match between these two? Uh-oh.
That's tough. If Tiny's on, it's hard to beat, but Ron is a very...
Ooh, it's an unfortunate bust right there. Let's see what Ron can do with his 86.
Ron's a very consistent shot, where Tiny is, I think, compared to me in some cases, where it's streaky, is what Ben said. I keep notes.
Did you hear? Did you hear anything I said? Because I'm just
Tops.
wondering. I'm really close to you right now. I just want to make sure I didn't say anything bad.
Oh.
No, dude. Literally, you shot fantastic.
Did.
8-0. You showed up. You showed out. I don't think there's anyone that's going to question your ability to play.
Trevor probably will.
Yeah, he will.
I don't
I
question
appreciate it.
But we
Thank you,
just
Sean.
have a little back and forth, so I got to go with it.
And I don't think anyone who's going to be in the Challenger League here is going to take you for granted anymore at that point, for sure. As Big Ron does take out Tops to win leg number 1. Man, how easy was it to just now focus on the match? And the whole time before that, we could have just been talking. Isn't that weird how that works
Clay
out?
does know if he plays more. There's
It's-
something going to come out of it.
I've
I
been
mean,
golfing
yeah.
a lot, so when you golf, it's a thing that
For
you
sure.
need to do 2 or 3
Oh,
times a week.
absolutely.
Darts is almost the same case.
Exactly.
You got to
exactly
learn
the same.
different skill levels between the way you play and how other people play. Double in, double out, especially with the double bull, is definitely a different style of game. And the Lafayette people in general are not used to that.
Well, it's
So-
mentally the same type of game too, because you're
Yep.
really playing against yourself most of the time.
Right. And if you don't double in at least the first 2 rounds, I mean, at that point, some people check out, but you got to realize some people cannot double out for 2 or 3 rounds.
You like that double 15 too, right?
I do love the double 15. The math just adds up in my head, and especially when anywhere in between the 7s, like 70s and 80s, and I have a even number, my 48's the go-to.
Okay. And you did that and set it up nicely when you
Where were
had
you at
78
there
left.
when you went?
You had 78, leave the 30.
Yeah, I went
what it was,
triple
yeah,
16,
was
double
right.
15.
Tiny didn't get in on his first 3 darts. Ron's just looking to build that lead up.
In this type of a format, now obviously you didn't get the reverse side of it, right? But starting off fast, right? You got out to a early 2-0 lead, and then that cricket leg, you found yourself down quite early on. But then by the end of it, you were averaging a 5.2 something. To get up that 3 legs, right? Was that a huge advantage for you in your mind? Was that?
Yeah, especially when I saw the way his body language was and the way he was acting, especially towards throwing. Chad's a great guy. I love the dude, and he's a stellar shot when he wants to be on. But there's a difference between listening to music in your headphones, drinking and having fun, and then feeling the pressure.
Yeah.
I felt the pressure before. I've played the top guys in the state between Randy Fern and Lee Jones and Guy Peary, which also that's a thing you wanted to address during the cricket game. The bottom, once you get to 16 to 15, some people think it's over. Guy is one of the people that insisted on me continuing to play through the cricket game like that because you can win a game between 16, 15, and bullseye.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. Well, Clay, I'm gonna let you head out because I know you'd rather be golfing right now anyway. So you and me both, man. It's almost dark. You're right. You can still hit a ball for a good hour. But man, congratulations. It was an absolute pleasure having you here, dude. You killed it.
Thanks,
I just wanted everybody to know they just shook hands. Just in case anyone was
We
worried
have
about that at the
We
end.
have a mutual friend that
Is it me?
Shout out Reed.
Is it me
Reed's
right
a
now?
guy.
My
He's
buddy
probably
Reed.
watching.
you think so? Probably not.
Yeah, I told him to.
You did? All right.
Yeah.
But
So Trevor would be there, and that's when he hopped on. You know, of course, everybody likes you more than me.
Stop.
man, welcome to my life. I get that same thing with Jason this whole time.
Yeah.
Seriously, though.
Yeah.
Hey.
You shot
Good
great,
shoot,
dude.
brother.
Yeah,
Seriously.
you shot great.
I appreciate you guys.
And,
I knew Trevor when he was at your level.
There's a lot of players in the dart community that hope that you continue to play golf and softball and do not start to play golf or dart super seriously.
Clay's got it. I'm telling you, if he wants to do it, he can do it.
Oh, I don't doubt it whatsoever. He's got the eye for it. It was a
got the
pleasure
focus.
watching you, Clay. You would be interested in playing still? Would you like to play on the Siege?
We can negotiate.
There's no negotiations. It's a yes or a no. Yeah.
We will
If
pay
you-
you $0 or $0.
Yeah. If you're playing, you tell me, and if you're not, then you're not.
You and
Yeah.
Ben can start hanging out. You guys are Mets fans.
Who's that?
There it is, Ron Thompson
Hey.
taking a 2-0
Well,
lead.
you guys need to focus more on this match. Let's have a good time. I appreciate it.
It's a
Thank
long
you
night.
Clay,
guys.
appreciate it, brother.
Yeah.
All right. Man, I'm telling you what, that was great. Just to sit in the middle of you two that whole time. That was Ben. Thanks for giving up your seat for that.
Yeah, no problem.
It,
Needed
honestly,
drink anyways.
that was really good. Good job, Trevor.
Bigum, I'm a Yankees fan. That any better?
Oh, see you, Trevor. Have a
My
good day.
bad. My bad.
He's been like that the whole time, Jason.
I know.
It's weirdly not affected him at all. Even the microphones like him more.
Tyrone needs to get a leg,
I need to
just
be
so it
better
doesn't
at paying
happen 2
attention to
times in a
some of
row.
these,
We'll be done by 9
comments.
o'clock.
Somebody said Clay's good at darts, but sucks at fantasy football.
Here we go.
Oh,
Great. Now he's
God.
going to be a beast at that next year. He's not going to lose a single fantasy football league match.
Yeah, we train Trevor and Clay Olympics. Oh, there you go. Tyrone finding his shot in the cricket game here.
Now, this is early in the leg, but to have the higher ground there on the 20s and 19s, only 20 points. You gonna take your break now? Dear Lord. I didn't get any food. I've sat here the whole time.
Well,
And that's just
you're a pro. He's gonna go meet Clay in the backyard. Yeah, he needs another wine cooler.
he's not drinking that.
Wine cooler, White Claw, same thing.
Big Ron answering some 15s, gaining that point lead.
Tracy, hope you're doing well. Nick Thompson in there saying, let's go Pirates. I guess that's a Pittsburgh Pirates thing.
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't even know they were actual fans of them.
I didn't either, and I've been to a game in Pittsburgh. I didn't meet any.
Yeah. I have a really cool connection for the Mets.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've never used it before, but I
Colin-
kind of know.
Colin, I'm
I
guessing?
kind of know their announcer.
Colin, I'm guessing.
Tyrone going right at Bulls?
He
Yes,
should.
sir.
I met him once. I certainly do not know him.
Actually, the funny
But if
thing
you're
is,
ever
I've
going
never
to
had
use
to
that
double bull.
connection,
let you know.
let me know.
All right, fair.
Big double bull on the last start.
Yeah, Tyrone on cruise control here in this leg. Big Ron trying to make it less of a cruise control and definitely done to do that.
Takes a point lead.
How about 5 bowls from Big Ron Thompson?
There you go.
Colin is Howard Cosell's grandson, is
Yep.
that correct?
That is correct. Yeah, completely different voices between the two of them.
Yeah.
Which is actually really funny.
Look at Tyrone with that last trip 20. Take that.
5.17. That's now twice we've seen these cricket legs in the Challenger Series. A 5.0 plus wins the leg.
Thank God. That's exactly what I wanted. Everybody get better. If everybody else gets better, I have to get better.
So let's run through the loser of this gets to play Clay all next season.
Yeah, the loser of this stays in the Challenger League. They're not in danger of losing their spot. They're going to stay in the league.
Yep.
The winner will move up into the Premier League.
Which is just a bloodbath waiting to happen.
Yeah, it's
a Shark Tank.
Yeah.
And there's quite a few great whites in there.
I was laughing with Lee yesterday. We're both thinking we're going to have to fight to even stay in the league next season.
It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to
It's
it.
going to be brutal. Can't wait.
Do my predictions for next season? I can give them to you right now.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so the top 3 don't change.
Oh, the top 3 are definitely changing.
They're not going to change.
Oh, they're definitely changing.
Fourth,
Clay, did you hear that?
I'm not talking about his.
I know you didn't, but Clay got fired up when I talked smack. So
It
now
wasn't at
people are
him.
talking smack now about me. So.
No, not about you. It's just about the league that you're about to play in. Man, you guys are all sensitive.
Got to be.
Well, you're talking to 2 of the guys who are going to be in the league.
Yeah. And until I see y'all
and telling
beat
us neither
Lee,
are going to be
Adam,
in the top 3.
and Mac, we're not going to talk about it. You guys beat them, we'll have a different discussion.
That's fair for me.
It should be.
My heart's pumping right now. So.
He's ready to play now. Look at that. So Trevor has created a new match. He's going to play the winner of whoever wins between Mac and Adam. He's going to steal the trophy if he beats him. He just decided he's going to play and fight for the championship tonight.
I think Trevor and Clay would be a more interesting match right now.
I don't know.
Spot Clay a 5-game lead and see if Trev can come back for it.
First to 10.
10-5?
Hi, Trev.
We're good.
And Tiny throwing that 20 from 186 is one of the things that guys in the Challenger League are going to have to work on, and moving up to the Premier League, he throws that against Mac or Adam or Trevor, they're not going to get another look. Big shot for
Great
Ron.
darts from Ron.
It's a great shot.
Good 70 checkout.
Ron, I think, is much better than he was 2 years ago, specifically at not giving up on games.
Yeah, I agree with that. His attitude's better about
Yeah,
it.
I think it is.
Can I be honest with you?
No, just lie to us.
I don't know what
Trev.
these two are doing over
Yeah.
there.
I would like for you to
So
be
I
honest.
think next season,
like I
think
was.
you're going to see the bar raise for a lot of players too.
Sure.
Like even what the averages are right now, I think they're going to get better
100%.
just because we know what we have to bring each and every night. So I'm just putting it out there.
Well, and that's that's what the whole league is designed to do, right? And plus, give you a little bit of variety where we're changing players in and out too. So.
I'm ready.
I've never seen a salty Trevor, I don't think.
It's not salt. It's
Oh, boy, I have.
he has, for sure.
Yep.
That's a 140 from Big Ron Thompson.
I got the calls when he got the double dip by Dustin.
Oh, well, I didn't get the calls on those. But even if I would have,
Neither did whoever.
I would've told him to throw better.
Who tagged you on Facebook the other day whining?
tagged
You
me.
wouldn't answer their calls or return the
Some
text.
guy in here, I think.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Ree?
Yeah, it was Ray.
Oh.
Kyrie. That sounds right.
That does sound
You
right.
know,
He would go to Facebook for something like that.
I did the same thing to Chad.
He's texted me
yesterday.
and
I
told
honestly
me-
felt bad.
Yeah, he's told me I'm the worst texter ever.
Who?
Kyrie.
And you said, I beg to differ. I have 2 partners in my business that are worse than I am.
Yeah.
So I'll open
Fair.
things and I won't text back. That's my problem. Because like during the workday, I'll open it up and I won't reply back, and then I get called out on it. So
Yeah, Big Ron looking to take a 4-1 lead on
part of
this
it.
leg. And, biggest problem Tyrone's having is just getting in. He takes him 4 to 5 darts to get in right now. He's not getting in on his first 3. And
What's a bold move, Cotton? We're going to see if it pays off for him.
I don't think it's going. I can't get in. Not in this game.
Big Ron on a 132. Start on the bull. It
should.
doesn't have to.
Yeah, it should. But
I
his
do love tiny
opponent's-
shot.
Yeah, opponent's pretty far back there. He did it anyways.
I took that out on Tim on Wednesday.
Double
See if he
bull.
goes for it. He might as well at this point. Yeah, he does. I like it.
Is Tim
I might
watching
not
by
like
chance?
it soon. Huh?
Is Tim watching by chance?
No, there's no way in hell. Tim.
No.
Sorry, no way in heck.
Not a chance.
No way in heck Tim's watching right now.
Yeah,
There's a
if
better
you-
chance Janice is watching than Tim's watching.
That's fair.
There's a better chance Ellie's watching than all 3 of them.
Ellie's almost definitely watching.
Yep. Big shout out to the Neal family. Shout out to everybody watching along. We do appreciate you joining us this Friday evening. If you're going out tonight, please be safe.
Not the great dipping of 24. Your boy Brian Bigham.
There it is.
Brian's a good shot too.
Big Ron
He
takes
called
a
it the
3-1
great
lead.
dipping of 24. That's Trevor's favorite ice cream. 2 scoops.
All right. Big
Stop
Ron's
it. Stop
halfway
it.
there.
Stop it.
This isn't even coming from me.
Yeah, I know. I'm
anymore.
not going to win a game against him in the Premier League next year.
Well, blame
Me
Sean.
either,
Blame
but-
Sean.
He's going to bottle it all up.
It's like the MJ. I'm gonna keep it in my pocket. Remember what Sean said on June 28th.
At 7:40.
7:36.
It was 7:40ish.
Okay.
Yeah, I kept track for you.
Uh-oh. And I like to see Tyrone put some points on the board here, unlike what he did in the first cricket leg.
Sounds like someone's getting mad.
Maloney, this is a flex league. It's not just on Mondays. Few of you will get that joke, including him.
I don't know what you're talking about. Is he not available on Mondays?
He only plays
Yeah,
Mondays.
he likes his Mondays.
Oh, well, that makes sense. He's probably the whole reason the CSE
It is
Challenger
remote.
Series. on
It is
Monday.
remote. That'll help him.
He'll probably play at the same time as the CSE if he has to. I've seen him do that. I still averages 6.
Yeah, Tyrone might consider scoring here
Yeah,
as
he
opposed
should
to
have.
closing.
Especially after those first 2 darts.
Yep. And he's down 4-1 in legs.
And if I'm Big Ron, I'm like, thank you for this. I
Yep.
appreciate it.
You better if Big Ron can hit that triple.
Yeah, Tiny's been a solid player for years, and he's getting better. I think just Ron's got too much experience before him here.
Well, your thoughts been on Tiny's strategy, not just in this particular match, but
That was aggressive, and so was that.
yeah, as you've
He's an
seen him
aggressive player.
over the season's play. My biggest criticism of tight end, it's hard to criticize him because he's twice my size, but his strategy is always a little bit different than what you see very commonly.
That was a very nice way to say he doesn't generally have a good strategy.
Well, he's very
struggles.
aggressive.
He is very aggressive. He struggles. He's very confident, which allows him to want to throw.
Like, no one does
darts
this in the
sometimes.
world. And then he hits the 777, so
Well,
he doesn't even make him pay for
I
it.
do that on the 16, but I don't go 17 the third dart.
After the 2 singles.
I would have thrown the trip 16 there again, the third dart.
See,
Close
but
it,
now-
yeah, three wedge.
Yeah,
lead.
within a mark,
Even-
I'll go for a new wedge when I'm up to within a mark.
If I'm big Ron there on the 16s after I hit that treble
I mean,
16, I
Tiny
go to the 15s.
expects to hit 4. If he hits 4 on the 16, he's got a new wedge and a point lead.
They gone.
Yeah.
I may
Yeah.
start 15s though, since he already has 2. But
He went
I
to
don't know.
20s instead. That's
I don't know.
still fine.
I'm saying
Yeah.
Ron started.
Oh, I gotcha.
15s instead of going 16s.
Yeah, I agreed with you. You're right. I would have done the reverse of that too. I mean, I wouldn't have hit any of it, but I would have thought to do that first.
You just need a little
Sean
bit more
would have started on
confidence.
the Sean would have started on the double 10 and worked his way over.
Exactly. I would have walked it in there to maybe a 2 by the end of it.
Ooh, took a shot of that 15 on the last dart.
Again, weird route
Yep.
for
I
doing
think,
it, but
I think Tiny is a much better dart thrower than he is a strategist.
Sure.
He's still
He's
learning.
definitely
He's
great,
still
yeah.
learning the game.
I think part of it too is he's playing a lot better players than what he's been playing in the
For
past.
sure.
And
He
I
could-
think that's really showing any holes in his strategy that he's going to have to learn from.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're playing players that aren't this caliber, you can get away with shots that
Yeah,
you
He's got a
can't,
beautiful
Yeah.
you
shot.
can't get away with against Trevor or Lee or me or
Yep.
Mac.
Absolutely.
well, he's hitting them right now, so he's getting away with it.
Yeah, I mean the best strategy is just don't miss.
It's always a good one. It's always the strategy I have the problem with the most.
Yeah, if you're playing this way, you definitely can't miss.
There it
Michael-
is.
Michael
and it's-
Walters.
Yeah.
You don't-
Sean, you see next month me and Mink are playing? What are him and Mink playing?
see, don't you send out stuff that's like, keep this secret, don't tell anyone this, or anything like that, and then he just blows it up right there?
I don't have.
Me either.
Yeah, I have no idea what he's talking about, to be honest.
Michael,
with
we
you.
have no idea what you're talking about.
Yep. It's probably a CSC thing, isn't it?
No, they're not good enough for that.
Michael Walters also said nothing's a wrong dart if you hit it though, which is completely wrong.
I mean, if
Whether-
you
whether
shoot at a
you hit it or-
triple one
whether
and
you
hit
hit-
it, that's
what-
stupid.
Yeah, whether you hit it or not
Big difference. Tyrone
is
getting in.
irrelevant to whether or not it was the right dart.
There
It makes you
go.
feel better about it.
Yeah. I'll make fun of you less, but that doesn't make it the right dart.
Oh, Mink's coming out to Charlotte. Mink was the best partner you could get, Michael. Aren't you getting pretty good at steel tip? Shouldn't you find someone that's like decent
he
over there?
probably felt obligated.
Aren't you like friends with the Phillips now? Didn't you meet Alex Bowman? Gosh, what are my
All right.
connections for?
Tyrone got in on his first start, staying right with Ron on this one.
Yeah, only down 11 points.
Both these guys averaging 30, over 30. Fantastic darts for double in, double out.
I can tell my daughter's the center of attention over there. She doesn't stop talking.
Love it.
Nothing
I
wrong
wonder who
with
she
that.
gets that from.
Give her a mic.
Oh, you don't. I've done that too. She doesn't. That doesn't matter. She'll just keep doing it.
Especially if she has her mom's filter.
Big glass, big glass.
She just kind of repeats what anyone says at this point. So, but then she'll come up with some weird stuff on her own.
But don't put her on with Jason's.
No. Come up with like an accent, but it's like not a real accent. Just put an R on some random words from time to time,
Love it.
like idea.
Put some pressure on here.
Yep. Tiny needs to put in a good round here. Put some pressure on Ron.
Sounds like someone's taking a shower. Isn't
I
that what it
just thought
sounded
the
like?
same thing.
I'm like, he's taking a
I
shower,
was
right?
like, is Jason washing his hands with the microphone on?
That's what it really sounded, or seemed like. 38, double 19 for a
the
big
dub.
checkout.
Got it.
Gets the
Shot, Ron.
110.
I wouldn't have gone trip 5 at first dart.
Hey, that makes one of us. 5-2 lead now. I would have gone single 5 and not
Right,
left myself a
right.
finish.
Trip one.
Trip 1's
Yeah.
good, not to leave a finish. Yep. And again, Tyrone struggling to get in.
Got to get in.
Effectively just gives the throw right back to Big Ron.
Yeah. It's going to be hard for him to win many when Ron starts every leg.
That looked so good.
That one looked good, too.
Well,
That one was outside.
Ron said anything you can do, I can do as well.
Yeah. Can't give it back to him.
What would you have done there?
The exact same thing.
Oh.
Missed for sure. I also will bail on my number after if I miss the first two.
Do you play often?
Yeah,
Like, are you still playing in leagues and stuff?
No.
I didn't know if you had time.
No time for leagues.
He tells me he's going to get in a remote contender league, but I've yet to observe it.
So and that's the thing is that would be something that I'm very interested in playing those type of things. Something that's going to
If you were to
push
play
me.
one,
Yeah, something that's going to push me. I'd want to know handicap. I'd want to singles, something like that, or I'd love to play
Well,
something along
just
those lines.
so you know, coming up in August, when the new Premier League and Challenger League start, you've got a spot in the remote contender league if you want it.
Oh, well, that's nice of you.
It's a shorter league, too.
It's
7 weeks.
true. But you know me. I have the CSC Challenger Series every Monday and Wednesday. I have
I don't know how you do it, to be honest.
the Siege on Tuesdays, and hopefully I'm traveling on a weekend to go to a weekend event and doing that if I'm doing my job correctly. That's typically what will happen there.
What's next?
It's a good question. I have ADHD, so my schedule really means that I don't know my schedule. I just whatever's next comes up. But I'm pretty sure I will be going to Chicago a couple times next month. At least once next month for CDC. I will be in at the end of next month. I will be Music City, Nashville.
Nice.
And then I know that I'm doing the DPFL event in Florida.
The live event in Florida.
Yep, the live event in Florida, which will be really cool.
Did you do it last year?
I did not do that one last year. I forget who did the stream last year. It might have been USA Darts did the stream for the first time last year, but then so now he's hiring me and bringing me in for that. And then Chicago again for CDC in August. And that's what I think I have going on so far. I don't know. I think that's about it.
It's a good switch.
It's a lot, but I'll take it. And I'll take more.
For sure.
Yep.
It's something you enjoy doing.
It's something that I weirdly found out that I'm pretty decent at. Much better at it than playing darts, that's for
It's
sure.
kind of crazy how much it's grown over the past, 3 years, 2 years.
If you would have told me 3 years ago that I'd be doing what I'm doing, I'd have laughed at you.
We all would have.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. Anyone who knows me would have laughed at that statement. Did he just go trip 18, delete 44? Or 46?
Did he?
I think so.
I hope he went differently. I think he
Big
went.
Ron has options here. I like that one.
I don't mind it.
You got to go there on the second dart if you're going to do that. That's great. You gave him a great leave. So one thing that Ron has a huge advantage on in this type of format, right, is the setup play.
For sure.
Double nine?
Big shot.
Never
Big
matters if you hit it.
Yeah, I by the look on his face, I don't think that left what he thought it left.
No, definitely did not, but that's all right.
I think he thought it left 28. Then he's like, well, all right, it's right there.
That's why, hey, the machine will tell you here in soft tip.
He's like, I'll just go hit it.
That's the exact reason why all the steel tippers hate soft tippers.
Yeah.
Because that right there. He even know what he left himself.
I mean,
And all
Ben, where were you
steel
going,
tippers
Ben?
have that smoker voice too.
I
like,
know where you were going, but I'm asking. 72, where are you going?
72, I would go in trip 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I want to know.
And I actually am weird. I go trip 12. Never mind. I guess I'm not the weird one. It's the group of people that just answered that question.
The
Yeah,
only
when you agree with Jason, doesn't it make it weird?
Oh wait, Jason said he'd go trip
Yeah.
12. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna go whatever
if you have
whatever Ben said.
all three darts, I like 16 better because you leave yourself tops too if you go single. You hit, you miss, you got to go to 20. I don't know. I like staying in the same spot.
That's fair.
I like moving as little as I can. On the 150, I'm not going 28. I'm a more confident and I believe a better player on the top of the board. On a 150, I'm still throwing the 19s
I am too.
because I don't have to move. I'm confident on any of the wedges, and if I don't have to move, I'm going to hit that more times than I'm going to hit it the other way.
You feel good about the switch to the 36 too at the end?
Yeah.
That combination?
Yeah. I mean, you got to switch sometime.
He doesn't. He doesn't like double 18.
Shut up, Trevor.
Oh, good. Now you guys are fighting right in between me. What else can I bring up that's sour as like a subject matter? Already got the
double
Yankees
18.
versus
The
the
double
Mets.
18 in my career has not been good to me. I say career, my hobby, whatever.
You can say career.
It's a career now.
That's all you do, right?
Yeah, now.
See? Career.
Well, throwing darts.
Well, right, but darts in general.
Right.
Let's keep.
I have a cut
talking
on my
about
head.
it.
I have a cut on my head from putting a pool table together, installing a pool table.
You actually had to
Smoked
put it
some meat
together?
earlier.
Yeah, that was just from
Tastes
being
good.
stupid.
You became a professional meat smoker.
Whoa. First of all, professional is a very strong word.
Oh boy.
Professionals get paid for that. I do not.
Wait, professionals get paid for meat? Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. You're right. Professionals would get paid for that. I guess depending on what the value is on the street.
I just feed dart players sometimes.
Guys, you guys have a.
Oh
he made
yeah,
some good
that's what it
ribs. He
was.
made some
Yeah,
good ribs.
yeah. That's why you said what you said. All right.
That's exactly what I said. You guys
Big
are
Ron's gonna
taking
stay
it
there
all
on the
away.
20s. Ideally, hits a 1.
I thought my ribs were good today.
They were good. Baked beans were good.
They
too.
looked good. They looked tremendous.
Lee Jones banned from commenting on the stream.
And of course, right below that,
Tim is in here.
Yeah.
It says Tim.
I see Tim. He just now joined us. He did not join us when you said, "Oh, is Tim watching?" So now that's Tim watching. What were you gonna say? Now you forget, don't you? It was a long time ago.
Trevor?
What?
What were you going to say?
I wasn't saying anything. I was banned.
That was Lee.
Big darts there from
Made a
Tyrone
hot Hula
Pittman.
joke.
5.14 average in this. And again, we're seeing a 5+.
Well, that's the thing with Tiny. I told you, you can throw with anybody in the room.
He
But
just takes aggressive
he's
shots.
just, yeah,
and
he's
it pays
if
off.
he starts missing, he's in trouble. And eventually, we all do.
I think if all of us start missing, we're all in trouble.
Yes, Jason, that's true.
Well, I didn't John Madden it. You did.
I like him staying
When
there.
he starts missing, he's in trouble.
That's
when
fair.
Trevor starts missing, he just missed once, and then he stops missing.
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right, I guess for most of us.
Normal people
That's a true statement. You're right.
don't always do.
Another big four bowls from Big Ron.
Big shot.
I like to see him battle back on the Bulls. I did that against Lee yesterday. I was down pretty good and got lucky. Battle back on the Bulls.
Just trying to throw
Yes.
mic at people.
Gotta take a look now.
He was not trying to throw a mic at that dude. I assure you, he's way bigger than he is.
Hey, Mac, do you even want to be involved in this conversation?
I'm coming in late.
Hi,
I
Mac.
don't know what we're talking about. I'm enjoying the darts.
Meat smoking and
Ooh.
darts.
Hey,
Professional
dude, hey,
smoking
those
meats.
ribs.
Big
are
dart from Big
ridiculous,
Ron.
Are they
by the
good?
way.
You like 'em?
So good.
My dude.
If I was not sitting here, I'd still be eating them. Honestly, at this point, I think I got like 5 in, and I was like, I probably
pretty good.
need to step
It's
away.
a big shot by Ron. Hey,
You're looking good, buddy. I haven't seen you in like a month or so. You look great.
Thank you, man.
You working
Thank
out?
you. I am a little bit.
I can tell.
Trying to get my fitness up.
Looking good, bud.
Thanks, man.
It's one thing we didn't need was Mac to look even better.
Before you know it, I'm gonna be looking like Trevor over there. I'm gonna be
Settle
rocking.
down.
You came in at the right.
I'm gonna be rocking. I'm gonna be rocking the hat because my hairline's getting back there, bud.
I still have more hair than anyone else that's on mic right now. That's still a win. I'm gonna take that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey,
I've been growing it out. That's why.
For those that didn't recognize that voice, that is your defending Phoenix Premier League champion, Mac Fiely.
Mac, how do you repeat tonight? What's going to be your strategy going into this?
Throw better darts than Adam.
Boom.
Which is probably going to be a tall test. Obviously, Adam's a great competitor, man. And when he gets on, I don't really know, who can throw better darts than when he's on. Like, it's just, don't get me wrong, we got Trevor sitting over here. myself.
Yeah, definitely
Lee,
don't say
Ben,
anything
like,
that's gonna possibly make Trevor mad.
It's but like when Adam's on, you just kind of know that anything under 170 is just fully. I mean, it's a checkout. And I think I saw that when we were playing our match earlier in the year, or a few weeks ago or whatever. It's just like anything under 150 is just like.
Mac
Okay.
texted me. He's like, I threw a 7-1 and a 45, and I lost.
I really do. I think I threw
a 5-3 and a 33.
I think I threw something kind of, and those numbers are nothing to scoff at. I win almost 100% of the time with those numbers, and I think I lost 9-6.
Oh.
Sorry, we're just all trying to figure out what Tyrone's doing with his checkouts. He had 140 left. He goes treble 20, and then went for the 18s on dirt 2. Let's see, 54 would have left what? 26.
It's crazy to think with Adam too. When he speeds up, he gets better.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
It's and the thing is though, it's like you don't want to throw your rhythm off
Big
because
shot,
like
man.
don't get me wrong, like I find myself. I feel like I'm a good player, but the thing is, like, I can't get out of my own rhythm either because if I try to slow him down, then
Big
all
shot,
of a sudden
Tiny.
I'm down a lot.
Textbook leave there on 44 to go for the 10 and then hit the 34.
Just the way
Mac,
he drew it up.
You would have done that exact same thing, right?
Absolutely, that's exactly how you do it.
Well, no matter what's happening, it's 6-4.
a great match.
Ron's still up on Tyrone, but Tiny is showing off that
Can we get that second tee?
You can be
in Pittman? It's
unconventional.
driving me nuts.
What did Michael say? He was like, "There's no wrong dart if you hit it." Right?
Yeah.
It's like, hey,
yeah. Let's not quote my brother-in-law.
That's such a Michael thing to say.
Yeah, Lee's right with the 7-160 ends. Yeah, he was on when you guys played each other.
Michael lives down in the Carolinas and FaceTimes me 3 times more than everybody else combined.
Yeah, I ignore all those. Why don't you?
I think they're hilarious. I answer him no matter where I have answered him on the toilet. I have answered him in our kids' band concert where I put everything on silent and just let him watch the band concert because that's what he gets when you
Yep.
just FaceTime me out of nowhere. You get what you get. Sorry, orchestra. He'd be mad if I said that.
Yeah. What is that noise?
Jason,
Is that my
I would
kid?
assume.
Oh,
It is her turn.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sounds like.
what?
You want the mic?
Yeah, you keep giving her away to everyone else. Oh, another big 140. Both throwing 33s.
Solid.
Yeah, I see Ron put in a big round here.
This is the setup opportunity where Ron should have the advantage on that.
Yeah, he still got to hit the dart.
Gotta hit one here.
Needs a trouble. Doesn't get the trouble, so opening here for Tyrone.
Big 180 would be good. Switch it.
Yeah, still leaves a finish.
I like the switch though.
Trouble 20, trouble 19 for
trip
double 18.
Trip 19, trip 19, double 20.
All right. I like that too. Big Ron should know what this one is. Trouble 19.
Mm-hmm.
24. That's a 1-4-1 checkout from Big Ron Thompson.
dang, that's his second big checkout this game, right?
Yep.
He he took out a 110 like three games ago,
Yep.
something like that.
And those are the shots that you have to hit in this. I was telling them earlier. I don't know if you were even here yet. When I played you several weeks ago, it took you 8 darts to get to one leg. I'm marching down the board, casually set myself up on the easy 40. Mac checks the 170. Well, I didn't even see it coming. As soon as I saw he had 170, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, there's
This
no
is
doubt.
about to-
It's
And he just hung his head. He's like, I don't deserve it. And I was like, yeah,
absolutely not. Absolutely not. That those are the situations, right?
Yep.
I forget what I threw. I didn't throw a trip 20 to get down to that 170. I forget what I threw to get down there.
That's why I didn't even see it coming.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's definitely one of those things. You know, the one thing that I have like over the last few weeks, there's definitely a clear difference between the Challenger League and the Premier League when it comes to math.
Yeah.
Like leaving yourself an out is so important. Specifically, you know, when you're playing, it's, you know, don't get me wrong, you're not going to check a 160 every time. You're not going to check a 170 every time, but having the opportunity is huge.
You're never going to check a 173 ever.
Never. Exactly. The 169, the 166 that, you hit.
Tiny left 166 earlier.
Did
He's got to throw
exactly.
a different dart on that third dart just to leave himself a look.
Yep, for sure.
So with that evaluation, then and Big Ron is getting close here to the finish line, right? So it's perfectly fine, I think, to say this. Does that mean that Tiny's not ready for the Premier League? In your opinion?
No, Tiny is not ready for the Premier League. He's not. I don't think he's ready mentally. I think he's got to learn more. I think he's got to get better at his outs. I think another season in the Challenger League will serve him well against other good players and give him more experience and more practice.
I think it's one of those things, like, you can just kind of tell in a lot of situations, but that's why darts is kind of so cool, right? Because, like, Tiny is really good at throwing darts, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you tell him to throw at the trip 15, he can hit 6 or 7 of them on a consistent basis. But darts is a little bit more than just throwing at. It's navigating the numbers, right?
And navigating the emotions sometimes. Good legs, bad legs.
Absolutely.
I will tell you that
losing 4 legs in a row.
Uh-huh.
I played Lee last night. I went up 2-0, and he threw a 7-3-3. Okay. And then in cricket, game 4, I started into a 40 and never got a look at an out. He went wild on me, won 4 games in a row.
Well, Big Ron Thompson defeats Tiny.
Shot Ron.
8-4 was that scoreline prediction. I believe I called that one.
I'm 0 for 2.
That sounds right.
I think that was about what I said.
That's messed up.
Slide back over.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that he throws it on us immediately afterwards.
So congrats, Ron Thompson. Moving back up to the Premier League. I don't know if that's a prize and having to play these guys.
And this guy.
No.
Not me. You never have to play me. If there is a 4th league, not like the Premier League, not like the Challenger League,
like the Contender,
not even the Contender. Is there a Pretender League?
No,
there's not a Pretender League.
Pretender League.
Sean Rosner and I are looking for a Pretender League.
Did you think that all up on the spot there, Sean?
I did, but I think that you said it before I did anyway.
That was good.
Man, what a great start to this.
Yeah.
Tyrone won 2 cricket legs, I believe, thrown over a 5. Big Ron shot really well in 0-1. I think that was the difference of how quickly he got in, right?
Yep, for sure. Yeah, he can't.
For sure.
He's given. I mean, I think Ron essentially started just about every 0-1 leg, and you can't let him do that.
Yeah, even when Tiny was starting them, he was not. He was not starting them. He's just trying to ease his way out. We're trying to give each other a little bit more space.
I slide.
Yeah, and you gave us rolly chairs too.
Right.
You're lucky we're not just spinning around in these things.
Set us up for failure. We're definitely racing after this.
On the chairs?
Yeah, for sure.
You're in your flip flops. You might hurt a toe
Not on the chair.
I'm stepping on the toe for sure.
during the race.
Absolutely.
Trevor is ready to compete. Hey, let's look at what we got coming up here. We've had 2 matches already. Clay defeated Chad 8-0. No one saw that coming except for Clay. And Clay didn't even see that coming until Trevor said all that stuff about him. And then Big Ron defeated Tyrone 8-4. Mm-hmm. And that brings us here. So Ron will be a new Premier League member. Who is he replacing?
Well, it's either going to be Jolen Harris or Nate Brosius. Both good players. Nate's more experienced. Jolen's probably the better dart thrower right now. Nate was hoping to hang in with him and give him a good match last time they played. Was up 7-5. One leg from winning the match, and Jolen won the last 3. So Nate's got that confidence now of knowing that he can throw with him, knowing that he can play with him.
Sure.
And that means a lot in this game, I think.
There you go. Well, Mac, you're the only person that we have not asked the score prediction for in that one. So who do you got in that one?
You played both these guys this season.
Yeah, I feel like you need to look around. I don't want to.
They're not here. It's okay.
Nice. I do think so. I did play Jolen earlier.
It's a pleasure.
He was the last match that I did play, and he did struggle a little bit. But I see him fully bouncing back in this match. I would assume that 8-5 is probably in Jolen's favor, maybe. But
okay.
I will say,
You never know.
Nate's a solid competitor, and he's not going to give up until the last dart's thrown. There's no doubt.
Well, let me ask you, Mac. In this last match that we got going on there, I don't know if you saw that. It's Adam Klinefelter taking on someone named Mac Fiely.
Yeah.
What's your scoreline prediction for that one?
Whatever it is, I hope that I win one more than Adam does. Let's just say it's it's going to be a really tough one. There's no doubt about it. I mean, Adam's an awesome competitor. Like I said, when he's on, there's not really anyone around that can probably throw better than he can. So I'm going to try to, just control the match as well as I can.
Yep.
Keep him on his heels as much as I possibly can. And, hopefully I just throw a couple darts better than he does. And I think there's going to be some high checkouts, and I think that's going to be that's going to be the name of the game, is who can take out that 130 plus and really get into this. Get settled in first.
There you go. Well, I only have one more question for you, Mac, and then I'll let you kind of chill off, get ready, because I know that you're going to want to kind of focus in there and get ready to go. You saw some of those competitors that were going to be playing in the Premier League next year or next season. You have these two gentlemen here, yourself, of course. You got Lee. You got now you got Big Ron in there. You got Tim Neal joining. One of these two gentlemen that we're about to see play still in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Does it just keep getting tougher and tougher?
Yeah, definitely. I think if you asked this question, and maybe you did, if you asked Ben, like, hey, what was your vision for the Premier League?
Yeah.
This coming season is going to be it. This is what I think he wanted to start out with, was wanting to have, can you name someone outside of that you would probably want to see in the Premier League? Because really, I think we're kind of to the point where, everyone's kind of in it that,
It's a good question.
I think
Guy, maybe Don Kirby.
For sure, yeah.
And those are guys
good
that
names.
would be great challengers
For sure
to get in there.
Absolutely.
But and that's the beauty of this, right? Is that if we're thinking just Indy, you or even Indy and North, it's a huge. But and you go a little bit east, a little bit west. There's some guys out there too that
absolutely
that would be great. So I'm excited for this next next Premier League, and we're gonna see who the last member of it is gonna be.
Yeah, definitely.
Love it.
That was a good transition there, Jason. That's okay. Take your time. And it will be Jolen Harris taking on Nathan Brosius. Two great competitors. It's going to be a great matchup here. I'm looking forward to it. But, Mac, I'm going to let you go because I know that you're going to want to kind of focus in and do your thing. Hopefully, I don't know if you can stay if you want.
Maybe not.
you
Maybe
can
I'll
stay
just
as long as you
maybe I'll
want.
just hang out.
You want to mic up for when you play your match or something?
Sure. Hey, you guys. I don't know. Do you guys have can you guys hit the silence?
We cannot.
Quick?
No. Jason would be in charge of that, and Jason can't even hit the right out shot button on the other side.
Or the right out shot.
I mean, to be fair, he didn't know where Tiny was going half the time, but so it'd be on him to do if that was the case.
Yeah, I think I really do think, like, talking about this match, I really think like I said, I played Jolen was my last match 2 weeks ago, and he really struggled getting in. I see that probably not going the same way this time. I think that if Jolen gets in and and can start cruising, he can fill the board up pretty quickly.
Well, Jolen has a lot of good stuff headed his way, right? He just won that tournament that Magneto put out, so he's getting 50 sets of barrels made. Got insider information on that. They look pretty sweet.
Nice.
That what I've heard about.
Shout out to Randy too.
Yeah.
He's really doing, something that's, I don't want to say different, but he just kind of has taken it upon himself, and man, that guy is super consistent promoting darts, his barrels, just darts in general. His partners and the blind draws that he's playing. Like, it's really cool to see up there, and it's pretty awesome, Jolen get his own barrel, and it's really cool to see that.
It'll be cool to have him on that team. I think that'll be a good team for him, with Crystal Wagner, with Magneto, and why am I forgetting right now? Mike Hagenow. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Garrett.
Yep. Garrett Hollingsworth, another great addition there. So I think he's in good hands, for sure. I'm excited for him for that. And this is just another step on his journey as a dart player, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
We're going to be looking back on, I think, this maybe in a few years. They're like, man.
Yeah.
Remember when we looked at the Premier League lineup and Jolen was not one of the first 5 names we thought of out of the
I like seeing Nate step off there. He's got a tendency of rushing that third dart and throwing it away.
Yeah.
And
he
it's a
did
good cover.
He did exactly what I hoped he'd do there, hit that triple.
Well, Jolen way ahead here at 203. Just trying to put himself on a good checkout. Would love another treble, but he's fine with that.
Great shot.
See,
It's a
that's
good- it's a
where
good look.
yeah, that's also the difference right there, right? Like 103, don't get me wrong, 103 is not bad, but you know, he's looking to set up his next shot, and you know, the math was good there.
Yeah, leaves the 104. Just like you said, it doesn't change, I think, the starting shot no matter what. But I can stay there on the 18 to leave 32. Double 16.
Good
And
shot.
leg number
Yep.
1, just solid. That was a solid first leg.
If you throw a bunch of 33s, you'll probably come out on top, you
For
know.
sure.
You 15 dart, double in, double out the whole way through, you're going to be just fine.
Yep, absolutely. Don't get me wrong, it's always fun to throw 40 in there every so often, but man, you stay that consistent all the way through.
I'm
It'll
just
be
going to
really
trust
good.
you on that one. Justin Fairbanks, 500 stars. Thanks so much, brother. Says, let's go, Jolen. Ryan Watson sending 100 stars. Jason's just trying to shout out things for me to say out loud. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us. Can't tell you how much we appreciate it. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Let everybody know that we are live here for this third match. One of these gentlemen will be staying in the Premier League. One of these gentlemen will be demoted to the Challenger League. Nate played in the Challenger League his first season, right?
Yes. Yep.
And Jolen has been in this Premier League for both seasons, but played in this match last time. And won
And it was
against Big
Ron,
Ron
right?
Thompson.
Yep.
Yeah, Nate moved up after last season, and he's thrown well at times in this league.
Well, you can see it here. I mean, his throw is
He's got a
absolutely
beautiful
gorgeous.
follow-through, too.
When he does that, his throw is great.
Well, that's a 180.
Correct. And it's a 180 because he stopped and he slowed down every dart. He tends to rush and gets ahead of himself, and when he doesn't, he can beat it. He took me to the teeth when I played him. I beat him 8-7, but he threw a 4-9 or something against me.
That's pretty
He
good.
threw great.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's not there either. Yeah, his timing on his follow through, you can tell.
But the
when
next
it's good
time
and
I
bad.
play him, he might throw a 3-2.
Yep. Well, and that's part of this game, right?
For
It
sure.
really is the difference between that top level competition and those lower levels is always consistency. The most consistent players are going to be those masters and then the guys I'm talking to right now on mics.
For sure. And I mean, Nate's ahead of Jolen by as much this leg as Jolen was ahead of Nate last leg.
Yep.
And they're throwing first, so they're going to have that built-in advantage. Yeah.
Man,
Short arm that one a little bit.
yeah, but that second dart he followed through perfectly
Yeah,
too,
yep.
right? That treble 19.
Yep.
I like the 19 first there, though.
Yep. Good switch.
Good catch.
Leaves the
Nate just needs
136.
to settle in.
Don't go inside.
Yes. Don't.
But if you're going to go inside on dart 1.
Mm-hmm.
Or just hit it.
Or just hit it.
Just hit it.
Absolutely.
19's
1-1
one of those.
score line.
19's one of those darts. I think you just need to go in first dart confident, and just hit it. And if you don't, you've got a dart to fix it, trade it out. But it just that low for me personally. That low side of the board, I just go right at.
And now we get our first look at it's cricket time.
Good start for Joel.
I like it.
I can't do it as well as Keegan.
Not as excitable.
It's cricket time.
It's cricket time.
I'd have to yell so loudly that I think
Yeah, we
everyone
don't-
else
we
would be
don't want
freaked
that.
out.
I don't know about that, though.
What?
Don't do it.
Don't do.
You tried.
Listen,
I love you, though.
man, that just hits my soul whenever anyone else tries to do Boom Goes to Dynamite.
John saying that he stole.
No, I have a soul. I just have one.
No, I said you're saying that you stole.
Oh yes, I
Also-
did.
Also,
Very much. No, I stole
like
it
anybody
back.
steal your stolen.
I stole it
save.
back. I stole it back. I made it a thing.
Big last.
A different thing.
I like Nate getting aggressive early.
Yeah.
I like him going after that. You know, he was only up 16.
Jolen's gonna stay there with the high ground. Is that it's because of the high ground situation there, right, Mac?
Yeah, for sure.
Or is it just feel wise? It just felt better.
I think that no, I really do think I like being aggressive as I possibly can be early, because you can always kind of settle in and keep the game going, but you can kind of really when you're going second, you can definitely take full advantage and really drive that bus the rest of the way.
Yeah, big shot there for Jolen.
Yeah, great darts.
Because especially for Nate too, I don't think Nate wants to get in a point battle with Jolen. I think that that can really be a tough game to kind of overcome. When someone might be just a little better than you, trying to outpoint them is usually a sure way to lose.
Yep. Nate just needs to settle down and relax into his game.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, there's only 5 games of cricket total.
Yeah.
Right?
The one oddity for Nate that you don't see very often in better players is you can watch
Shot
him in
looks
the
beautiful
background.
Right now. He's changed it again. He's falling through
Good.
again.
And he will genuinely stand behind there. He'll see his opponent hit a shot, and he'll just be cheering for him. He loves to see great darts. And you'll see him in the background cheering after somebody hits something sometimes, after Jolen hit something today.
You kind of just nodded
the
there
dude he is, yeah.
at the close.
Yep.
Not to say that he's not a competitor either.
No, of course
he,
not.
he really gets fully into the whole competitiveness of it. He's like, hey, if you're gonna beat me, that's totally fine. He really enjoys just playing darts. That's what I noticed anyway. I've only thrown against him a couple of times, and it was a good time.
Shot, Jolen.
Great darts from Jolen. Even great for him to go back there. He switched to the 15s after blocking himself on the 16s. He's like, all right, well, now I might as well. He had nothing to lose at that point. He created his own scenario. We could take that risk.
He's getting there. He's falling through a little bit better. He's been a little bit on and off there.
And
Short arming it.
Yeah, and that's been the problem, I guess, that we've kind of been hinting at is this, that he is not consistent with his follow through and his finish, and when it's on, it looks so
It
good.
does look
Yep.
It looks almost like it's never gonna miss. And then the very next turn, you just won't see that same exact.
Yeah, I mean, he knows that. We've talked about it, and I mean, I'm fortunate that he's a friend of mine, and we play in the Wednesday Sidelines Mixed Doubles League and have for 3 years together. Not on the same team, but we've both been in the league for.
Well, I'd hope that you would say that, Magneto. I feel like we were just talking about you.
I feel like there's a lot to be said about this night too, because I don't know, when you show up to league, like, you get some practice in. I know that I'm throwing for 30 minutes. I'm throwing for 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
These guys probably threw 15 darts in between, maybe more, but like threw 15 darts before they got up and the green light goes. So I have a feeling that we'll see these guys settle in pretty soon. But 3 or 4, 5 games into it, and hopefully it's just not too late for somebody.
Yeah, and honestly, these last 2 matches are going to be in a different position than our first 2 matches. So our first 2 matches, all 4 of those players were here before the first match started, so they were able to throw and warm up a little bit. Whereas both you and Adam showed up after the first match started.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Nate and Jolen. They both showed up kind of a little bit after that first match started, or just as it was starting, so they didn't get a chance to warm up in the castle before.
Jolen.
So I think you're right. That is now a new, interesting kind of change on it.
Hey, Jason, it was Jolen.
Now we got Jason updating the score.
He doesn't even have a microphone on.
Literally one job.
His whole job is just to pay attention to who wins a leg. He was making coffee.
That's fair.
Is it, though?
Coffee?
No.
It's 8:30.
You drink coffee?
It is time
8:30?
for the last match to start. All right, go kick out these 2. Your turn, Mac.
What's that?
It's 8:30.
Yeah, no.
Let's get started. I knew after the first match ended on time, and it was 8-0, that we were in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just wanted to. He knew this was going to go long. By the way, my kids are here. Thanks a lot, Jason. Could warn me ahead of time that it was going to go long.
John apparently thought they were all going to go 8-0, 8-0, 8-0, 8-0.
Well, I didn't know that it was only going to be 30 minutes. I thought 30 minutes before. I was like, okay, well at least they know how they play. No,
About to
no,
fill
they
it
didn't.
up.
Oh, until he said something.
Nate's still got control here. He just needs to settle in, hit a shot.
He might only give one dart at a double though.
Who had the most 1080s in the Premier League? And we'll throw the Challenger League in there too, because obviously Trevor, Ron, Tim, I'm sure that they had quite a few. Did Tiny have? You think Tiny had quite a few? Yeah. Nice.
I will find that answer here momentarily.
Yeah, I'd love to know.
Never say
Did
never.
it show it on the stat sheet?
Nate
I
did
can't
not hit
remember
that
if
out.
they
It
had
does.
I don't.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does on the stat sheet.
Not on the
Treble 18.
screenshot I sent earlier though.
You might only get one dart at the bowl. You got to stay on the 18 here.
You got to.
He knows that though. That'll
Big
work.
shot.
Double 7.
Oof.
Oh.
Premier League 1080s.
Who said 48 in the background?
Was Mr. Adam Klinefelter.
This is why
That's not surprising. You want to know what? I said that knowing who got it, but I wanted to know how many. So I was leading.
He had 23. Adam had 23. Second was myself with 16, and then Lee with 15.
Mac, what happened?
Mackie had 9.
So no, that's exactly why I wanted to bring it up, because Jolen and Nate have both hit a couple of 140s so far, and the 180 eluded me all Premier League. Don't get me wrong, I don't know how many.
Probably had a lot of high tons.
I had
or
a
low
ton
tons.
of high tons, but just could not get all three of them in there.
Yeah, he was exactly at this point 0.14 behind Adam in overall 0-1 average, and 14 180s behind him. So
you still
almost
scored
the same
well.
average with a third of the 180s. I was second. I'm
Jolen just
surprised.
broke that throw.
That's surprising to even me that I was second in 180s.
Jolen just broke that throw and then gives it right back to Nate.
Also, there is that me and Lee and I have played an extra match.
Oh, gotcha.
You cheaters. Just kidding.
I
had
only need 7 tonight. Almost double my entire. How many late 7 games or whatever.
Love it.
Sorry, you got 10 games to 1 potentially.
Yeah,
You
you're
can do
right.
that.
Also, with 23 ton 80s in the Challenger League was Trevor Sellers.
See?
Wow,
So
look at that, big dog.
Still got
Ron Thompson and Tim Neal
another
both with
match
16.
Yeah.
You would be 5th in the Challenger League in 180s, man.
I told you they eluded me, man.
But what's the difference between low tons and high tons, though? I guarantee it's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
I had a lot of 140s, but just could not. And the thing too is a lot of them 1-2 couldn't get that last one in there, the easiest one probably.
Nate needs to get this leg.
Yeah.
That's a big second.
I like when he holds it there for a while, because that's when he really follows through.
Right,
When he holds
right.
it there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's trying to do that more. And then our boy Owen that's starting to play now, and he's really getting pretty good. He's stopping and throwing.
Yeah.
He's kind of mimicked. I mean, he's been watching me throw since he started playing darts, so he's kind of mimicked my throw, which is
Sorry
very
about that.
straightforward.
Yes, it is.
Not a lot of movement.
Not at all.
The more you move, the more you can mess up. And
Nate just wanted to leave the 170.
Full fortunate trip one there. He's like, I don't care about 180s.
We'll count it up 1, 2, 3 to leave the 170.
To be fair, I'm switching.
Yeah, Mac might not be leading the league in 180s, but he's leading the league in number of people that hit a 170 out on me.
I don't think I've ever thrown a 170 until you in all of my darting career in an actual match.
Well, I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Another triple
welcome.
20.
Nate needs another. He's got to look at a triple 20 here. He doesn't need it.
He doesn't.
Oh,
need it.
he's going for it
he's
for sure.
definitely throwing it.
Oh, man.
Oh.
He hit the black, just not the right
Good
not
luck.
the right black.
I don't mind him throwing it there. Jolen,
No, of course not.
16. Let's have some fun. Hit that one. Pop that big fish on the stream.
In fact, I do mind if he doesn't throw at it.
Yeah. I'd much prefer. Because he's a very mild, quiet player.
Yeah.
And I like when he gets pumped up.
I
Needs his leg. Be a good break and throw.
I forget who I was playing against. The 17 is a wild play.
Yeah, and he knows it.
Trying to
I
leave 30.
guarantee he already knows it. Look at him in the background. You can tell he already knows it.
Well, he got away with it, and he knows
He's
it.
gonna get another shot at it.
And this is where he's got to shake that off and stand up and throw the right dart this time. Which, in my opinion, is only a 7 or a 15.
Mm-hmm. Is he looking at the 15? It looks like
No.
Oh boy,
This is his in number.
This is his in number.
it is his end.
That was not
Oh,
it.
No.
I don't like the bust there either.
Yeah, I don't much care about the bus. He can work that out on the next round, but I don't know.
He won't have
I
an
wouldn't have
extra.
done it, but no, he won't get a next round.
No,
but
yeah.
You understand my point.
Yeah.
It didn't matter.
But that's, you're right. Jolen does, hey, you just gotta sometimes just accept the gifts that you're given.
Right.
And
For sure. Absolutely.
Nate was a little bit of Santa Claus on that one.
You know, going from potentially 3-2 down and now being 4-1 just is a complete, take the wind out of your sails situation.
Trevor needs a wine seltzer or a spritzer, if you will.
It is gender neutral. Okay, Ben?
It's not nice, guys.
Trevor, I'm just happy that you're drinking. I'm not. I never do.
Nate looks frustrated. I feel like there's been a couple piss come out here recently. That's his favorite saying, but
What is it?
piss.
Oh.
Does he really say that?
Oh, yeah.
Like that's his go-to.
Oh, yeah. He misses, he'll just say, piss.
I like it.
Better than the more vulgar
Yeah,
words
yeah,
that I
yeah,
choose.
yeah, for sure.
I believe I talked myself into hurting myself more than anything else. I'm like, you should just end it. You should just end your whole life right now.
Oh.
Look at this from Nate.
Oh, and he went low in the. I don't love.
He
I
went
don't
for the
love
Maloney
love
double,
the-
and I don't like
love
it.
the double.
No, I don't love anything about it.
That was a baloney double instead of a Maloney double. Every time water's on, these headphones pick it up. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
We were
Is there
It's
really?
impressive.
You
Yeah.
guys aren't lying. It does
Yeah.
sound like somebody
No,
showering.
Yeah.
speaking of someone that can
Shower.
outpoint. No, that can outpoint anyone that he kind of whoever wants to. That's Mike Maloney's one of them.
He does shower too.
He does shower.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I've never noticed something different. Look at this.
Oh.
I don't.
You throw that 15? What are you doing, Joel?
He did. I'm okay with it. I don't hate it.
I think he's gonna hate it if Nate goes trip
Yeah, that's the
trip
problem.
trip,
I
trip
don't,
17.
I don't
and
hate.
then-
I don't hate the 15 in itself. I hate what it leaves Nate the potential to do. He didn't,
Ooh.
but
I like it now a lot more because of Nate's last start.
yeah, it's easy to say now. But
Well, yeah, that's my
Nate
whole
does
job.
what he's supposed to do.
My whole job's to say it now.
He's in a good
Yep.
rhythm.
Big darts
Big
from
shot.
Jolen.
Big shot.
Jolen can
That's a
find
coffin
that
shot.
groove. Jolen can find that groove, and you can see his darts look different. Like he
That-
looked
yeah.
comfortable after he hit that first one.
Yeah.
That was a very good rhythm.
He almost just really capitalizes on every single mistake that his opponent makes.
Mm.
He takes those little openings and runs right through them. And there you go, right there. 5.06 average from Jolen Harris. I don't care who you are. That's fire.
Clay Bowman trying to lose some money tonight. It looks like.
Stop it.
I mean, I'll put money on Trevor. And
Clay Bowman.
Ben.
He's.
I like
he's,
money.
He's cut off.
Stop it.
He's cut off.
He wins 8-0. All of a sudden,
He's had enough.
by the way, on 68 left. and 2 darts in hand, he would have shot at the 48. He said.
That's fine.
Opponent's on a checkout, and you have 68 left and 2 darts.
Slow down, buddy. There you go. I like that one. Didn't hit what he wanted it to hit, but it did look good.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
My daughter, not you.
Oh, she's putting on a show
Yeah.
over there. She is putting on a show.
Oh, no. I just keep hearing that over and over again. Which means that she's about to make up a problem.
Kids are fun. Love them.
They are, but my kid likes to lie about like me hitting her and stuff. Like, Daddy hit. No, he didn't. Stop trying to get me in trouble.
Wait until you're out in
I do
public.
good
and they
enough of
say
that on my own. I do good enough of that on my own.
Yeah.
Now
Tell her.
imagine-
I
now
tell her.
imagine you had 6.
Last time I hit was a week ago. We don't need to talk about it anymore.
Nate needs to settle in here and take something back, some kind of control back here a little bit. He gets frustrated and he kind of spirals a little bit.
I'm telling you, I think you're right, Mac. The 3-2 difference versus the 4-1, and then to lose that very next one.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, this is that. John Part is famous for his. You want to be closer to your opponent than your opponent is to the finish line, and that is a case where this is now breaking that threshold.
Yeah, definitely. And 2, I wish I would have been paying a little bit more attention, but after he went up 4-1, did Jolen start that next game too? So it's
He did, yeah.
So
it would have been a break and
it's-
throw opportunity for Nate too that he missed.
Yeah, definitely. And it's just, I mean, when you're up 4-1 and you're starting, talk about like driver's seat, right?
Although that doesn't make sense. It looks like he's starting this leg up 5-1. So I think we're right that it's in the reverse.
Yeah, it would have been the reverse. Same thing. And then you come back and you break that throw afterwards.
Yeah.
Now talk about driver's seat at 5-1, right? I love the alternate start because it really is strategic.
Wait, they stay on the same side, don't they? They don't switch.
They do switch.
Yeah, they
switch.
switch.
Okay,
They
so we're
switch.
good.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about? Yes.
Big
Yeah,
first,
Mac
big
Mac
first.
has been a big fan of the alternate start since we were discussing our formats.
I love
the
it.
original season.
Yeah, for sure. I think it was the only option. I just think that the alternate start it adds another layer of strategy. It adds another layer of uncomfort, especially when we're talking about, every league that we play, it's loser starts. And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like, I tell you what, it's kind of nice because I feel like, a lot of us that, play in league, there are a lot of times we're starting second and it's fun to, I actually have a chance to start out, get control of the game. And it's just a different mindset, really.
Nate's got to start
When it was
here.
like
Obviously, a must-win leg.
When you were talking about earlier, being aggressive too, going in the second spot too. I mean, it's huge in these tight formats, especially when stats are pretty close together.
And I don't know. You know what, Trevor? Actually, I'm glad that you're here because, you're obviously. I'm glad that I'm here so I can ask you this question.
For once,
Because last time we were talking about, and, whether it's 2 or 3 cricket legs that you get to start, the pressure that I feel on those cricket legs are so much more than any other cricket legs that I've ever really played in. Like,
Huge.
it's huge. And the thing, too, is like, especially when that first one doesn't go in, that second one doesn't go in, you're like, okay, because when you have Adam, Lee, whoever coming up behind you that's going to kind of expose you, it's really fun.
It is fun. And I've told Ben, I've actually asked him if we could get a few more cricket legs in there, just because.
It's not gonna- he's asked.
It's
It's not gonna
easier
happen,
to break
but he's
a
asked.
throw in cricket than it is in 01.
Yep.
Especially when we're all so close in 01. It's just it's tough. I mean,
Yep.
having home advantage is so huge.
The double
this
in,
format.
I think the double in levels that out a little. It's
It does.
easier to
It
break
does.
throw in a double in game.
100%.
I
Look,
agree.
guys, I hate to think this way, but this is exactly how I'm thinking because I haven't stopped thinking about it. The reason why I love alternate start in that format is that if I lose 15-0, at least know I didn't
You get
start
to start half the games. Sure.
14 of the 15 legs and it be that much worse on the loss.
That's true. I get it.
I know you guys have never been there, but speaking from experience against Lee Jones a couple times, it makes it a little bit easier to kick a chair, when you're starting every leg and still getting
still losing starting and losing every leg.
Yeah.
Well, next season's going to be extremely fun. Looking forward to it.
Well, Sean's already decided you're not going to finish in the top 3.
I know.
I did decide that you
Did you
would,
hear
Mac.
that prediction, Mac?
No, I did not.
Sean predicted no change in the top 3 next season.
Lee, Mac, and Adam? You're not going to remove yourself from that, obviously.
No.
Adam's not going to remove himself from that, obviously. You really think Lee?
None of us are going to remove ourselves.
Well, you're not in there, so don't even say that.
Okay, but I'm saying that we're all pretty competitive, and we're always going to take ourselves. I mean, that's just is what it is.
As you should. If you're not, then why are you here?
It'll be very interesting to see how it all goes. This will be the first time that, you're talking about.
Great setup.
I mean, let's just go through this real quick.
Might not matter, though.
We're potentially going to have, it looks like we're going to have Jolen, Ron, Tim, Trevor, Ben,
double.
Adam, me.
Yep.
I've never thrown in a league like that before.
No, that's an insane.
I mean, you're talking
insane
about.
lineup.
I mean, you're talking about if you are not throwing your darts, like you lose.
Yep.
Like there's no. I don't know if I've ever thrown in a league where every other match, like I could potentially lose, and it's gonna be fun to just have to bring your A game every single week.
I don't know why I busted there, but that's all right. It doesn't matter.
That's a good, decent.
Yeah,
bust.
I don't mind
He's
the
on
bust.
36,
Yeah, I don't mind the bust either.
Yep.
He's going to get one dart
Gotta
maybe
go
at the
20.
bowl.
Gotta go.
It's going to be a double 5.
Yep.
And he
Yeah.
does get
Wow,
within one
good
leg.
shot. So good.
And again, another mistake made.
All the right darts.
Another mistake made and another
Yeah.
mistake handled by Jolen.
Guys, thanks so much for having me. I'm gonna go.
I was
kinda
trying to get rid of
for
you
my-
like an hour ago.
I know, but you want to know what? I like hanging around.
Hey,
here.
we like having you on.
Love you guys. We'll see you in a bit.
Mac
luck.
feels good,
Good luck,
Fiely.
brother.
Feeling good before his match against Adam Klinefelter.
I like that.
I do my job pretty
Yeah,
well sometimes.
You do.
I make words sound good sometimes. There's the opening that Nate needs. I don't like the shake of the head after dart 1 though.
Yeah, he does that. I've talked to Nate a lot about his body language and his piss.
I know some people, it doesn't bother some people. Like Alex Spellman is notorious for coaching himself on the line after every throw if he needs to, but it's not something that actually affects the way that he plays.
Well,
It's because he's a
you just
slower, methodical player.
yeah.
Well, 100%, and he really is. So if what I'm saying is if Nate does that, that's fine, as long as he is consistent about
I love it going back at
coming
points.
back at it.
Yep. I love that for Nate too because he's an aggressive player and that's not a Nate throw, and it should be. That's exactly where that dart should go, especially with an X on it, because Jolen's got that going now.
Yeah, Jolen's
Great
just,
7. Yeah, he's shooting better.
he's just keeps
Look at
getting better
Nate. Look at
and
Nate
better
back there.
and better.
Nate knows he hit a great shot,
Yep.
and then he knows Jolen hit a better one.
Yep.
He's back there just cheesing,
Yep.
happy for the shot, because he's a fan of the game.
Well, and even this might shock you, but even me, I love these type of battles, right? If I'm
For
throwing
sure.
a 4-6-7 and my opponent's throwing a 4-3-3, like that's the most fun you can have is when you're both on.
Oh yeah, I was throwing a 6-2 against Mac a few weeks ago, and I was down 4 wedges. I was like,
Well, that wasn't fun. That doesn't sound like fun. I mean, like
No,
if you're
that's-
both like
I mean,
close. 6-2 and you're getting blown out, it's not fun, Ben, for anyone.
I disagree. If I'm not missing and you're just better than me, you're better than me. I'm okay with that, but I'm going to get better and I'm going to come back and beat you.
Big darts there for
But
Nate.
if I'm not missing, I can't do anything about what you do.
It's fair.
Not going to go away quietly.
Never going to hang my head at a 6-2. Let's put it that way. Come close there.
Big shot.
Trevor, how good can
You
Jolen
closing that?
be?
You closing that third dart? Or you throwing that 16?
I
Trevor?
said it earlier. I think the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
I mean,
He
I
can
think
be.
he's gotten good really fast, and now it's
Mhm.
more of a mental thing and just figuring out, what bothers you and what doesn't, and then
Well, he's
going
starting.
with it.
He's starting to get the support, the recognition now. And he just keeps getting better and better
He's-
and better.
this is what
And
they're
this
probably
next,
going to
woke
have a
me
little
up.
bit of now more pressures on him.
Yeah.
So
Well,
he
and-
may have a little bit of a pitfall, but then once he comes out of it, he's going to be even better.
well, and next season's going to be great for him
Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see Joel in
Yeah.
next season.
Next season's going to
yeah.
be great for him because he may not be in the top 5. He may be fighting relegation, but that's still a good fight, right? And he's going to be working with Magneto, which is fantastic too. What a great coach.
Well, and this is great for people. I mean, we have handicap leagues. We have all sorts of types of leagues. But this is great for people, no handicap, trying to get better. They want to play against better competition.
Yep.
I mean, this is huge. Because we don't have this all the time.
You want to get better, just take your whoopings.
Take your whoopings. I mean,
I paid for mine.
yeah.
Mine were free.
That
How
was
did
a
that
triple
happen?
15.
He even goes, I don't know how that happened,
Yeah.
but all right.
Feels like he's got to apologize to
he
Jolen for
kind
that
of
one.
did. And that's different. I would just be like, sorry about you. And Jolen's only 4 bowls away.
See what he can do right here.
3 bowls away. Double for the win.
Ooh. Good look, bud.
I think even Nate back there, like, he's going to hit this, isn't he?
Let's keep it right here. Nate just needs 2.
They were lined up perfectly to bounce off of
They
it,
were,
too.
yeah.
This is where Nate needs to take a breath here.
It was
Settle
almost
in.
unlucky he didn't get a double there.
He has also changed the darts that he is throwing recently. As
Nate
he is-
did?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Slow down.
Oh, come on now.
Well, that'll do it. 8-1 will be the scoreline here. Jolen needs 1 bowl to stay in the Premier League for the 2nd straight season. And he
Oh,
doesn't
no.
do it.
Commentators curse. at its
Yeah.
That's the
finest.
only thing I can think happened there.
Yep.
It definitely was not his talent. I definitely would blame myself for that. Or I'd blame him.
Oh, no. Well, Jolen's going to have a second bite of that apple.
Say it again.
Sean,
Say it again.
Sean, what do you have to say?
Say it
Good
again.
luck, Jolen.
First dart.
There he
There it
goes.
is. Way to go,
Got it.
Jolen.
There it is. A little flailing at the end there. You'll have that.
It's a little 3-6-2 on a flail. 8-1 victory for Jolen Harris.
Yeah, buddy.
Staying in the Premier. This is the 2nd season in a row he's been in the relegation match and won it. So
And that's a great win for Jolen.
Yep.
Nate had his moments there, and he had a couple moments, a couple mistakes. This could have easily been
For
somewhere
sure.
around 5-4 at this point.
and that's part of the learning
It's
curve with
it's
Nate.
it. Yeah.
He's getting better and he's learning and learning how to set his temperament when he's playing.
Yeah.
And throw the right darts. Sometimes he doesn't do that.
Well, but it's still a great one. Now you
Job,
got your
Jolen.
Premier League is completely
Premier League
set.
is set, eh?
That's gonna be a good Premier League,
It's
bud.
gonna be wild.
I know you're excited about it.
I'm super excited.
When does it start?
August.
You have to wait all the way till August. You have to wait a whole month.
Yeah, month off in the middle, give us a little break, but
Trevor's not going to be chomping at the bit anymore.
he would. Trust me, he would.
I can tell. I didn't know that you were going to be that upset at me not saying that you're going to be in the top 3.
Because I'm going to be top 3.
Well, I hope so.
Ben, if you have to exclude yourself, who's your pick to win the league next season?
Trevor.
Trevor?
Wow.
Well, look at that.
Even Trevor's like, yeah. Trevor.
I know he was going to pick me, though. I knew he would.
Oh, well.
Excluding myself, of course.
Yeah, excluding yourself.
I already told the statue I was going to break him next season.
He did. That's when I sent that GIF earlier and used, like, Sean.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The Conor McGregor.
Because I just assumed you didn't have my number.
I didn't, but I
well,
figured it was you.
Well, as a former transition, I think it's going to be great for Animal, to be honest with you, because he's going to have a tough match every week. And Animal,
Great for everybody.
yeah,
It's
Animal
huge.
That's the point.
Animal hasn't been pushed this way for a very long time. And, you know, there's no sleepers next season. You know, you're going to be you can throw
honestly,
from
I'm gonna
start to
tell you,
finish.
Tim's been playing well.
I mean, he finished the season almost a 5 average.
Yeah.
He's been playing well.
And Tim knows he's playing well, and Tim will play when he plays with confidence there.
When
Oh,
Tim
he's-
plays with confidence,
he's
it's real
in it.
hard to beat.
Yeah.
Here's a tough question for you. All the guys in the Premier League, each of you give me one name that gets relegated next season.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah. Give me one name that gets relegated next season. We all know the names that are in there. You got Ron, you got Jolen, you got Lee, Ben, Adam, Trevor. Give me one name that gets relegated next season. Folks, if you're watching along with us in the chat, if you're silly enough to turn up the volume in between the matches here,
I think
go ahead and put it in the chat. Who's going to be relegated next season? Just give me one name.
I'm in it. I'm not giving a name because I'm not sparking something.
Oh, great.
Jolen.
Oh, yeah, great. Jolen? Ben's going to go with Jolen because he's got guts.
Oh,
I'm not scared to make a prediction.
Yeah, that's all right. Ain't
Listen,
nobody gonna hurt
I
you.
love Jolen. I put Jolen in the league. I love Jolen.
I love Joel and Ron.
Under my recommendation, but that's all right.
Joel and Ron are going to be the two that are
You think Jolen
most
and
likely
Ron?
out of that list. I don't think anyone can look at that list and not think that right off the bat.
Yep.
That being said, with the way Jolen just played, he can compete with any of them.
Well, and that makes
Anybody in that
particular-
league can, yeah.
Yeah.
that particular match just a crucial match, too.
I also think Jolen's game is going to excel in that league, too.
Yeah.
Because he knows every night what he's going up against.
And let's face it, Ron's the one that's got better over
Whoever's
the
game
last 6
doesn't
months.
excel is gone,
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
you, bro.
including myself.
Is there any rules in the Premier League that they have to play by a certain night or?
We try to get them done by Thursday night or Friday so that we can
Okay.
be ready for the show on Saturday.
All right.
Generally does pretty well. Most people are able to get them done. Things happen and
Sure.
whatnot. But
Sure. Well, let's take another look at the stats on these folks. I know we've been harping on it pretty good. Within 3 wins of each other. All right.
Yep.
And within .14 of the points per round percentage and .1 in the cricket.
That's
Let's-
nothing.
It's nothing. I mean, and quite frankly, when it comes down to stats at the closing of the game, it's whether you decide to go for the triple or whether you decide to go to the bowl.
yeah, you could just delete those stats
Yep.
here. They don't matter at all. These guys have played each other so many times. It's always close. It's always good. Adam had the number 1 seed last season. Jumped up to a big league. Mac came back and beat him. Mac now has the 1 seed.
Yep.
Can Adam turn the table?
Yep.
Here's what these stats tell me, right? Is they tell me that if it's your throw, you better go out in 15 darts or less, or else you're losing. And if you're breaking the throw, you got to go out in 12 darts or less.
That's fair.
I mean, that's what those double in, double out stats yell at me with the 31.
All right. Well, let's remind everybody of your predictions. This is the main event.
Yep.
All right. This is the one we've all been waiting for. The one I've been excited about since last Tuesday. So
Completely forget what I said.
I picked Adam.
Okay.
So
then
Trev,
that's what I did too.
Trev, you go first. Adam, what?
8-7.
8-7.
I think that's exactly what I said.
Sean's going Adam 8-7. Ben, how you feeling?
Adam 8-5.
Okay. All righty.
I think that's what I said earlier.
Maybe I said Mac 8-7.
I think you said Mac.
Mac 8-7. That's my.
You
final
know,
prediction.
It's such a toss-up. It's
you don't get too many last leg deciders at this level. You just don't see too many of them because if someone's got a 2 or 3 game lead, they tend to run away with it a little bit. I'm going to go with Mac 8-5.
Okay.
All right, let's see what we got, folks. I'm going to turn on the green light. We're going to turn the camera on there without them even knowing it. I'm going to turn on the green light, and let's get to our main event. Mac Fiely, Adam Klinefelter
He just throws a 180 without him us
Yeah.
even knowing that he was on.
for the championship. Folks, now is the time to give us a like, give us a share. Let's get it out there. Let's get the viewers these folks deserve. It's still early on a Friday night.
I almost shared it from your phone.
And before we get going any further, let me give a shout out to Ben Ferris for providing supper for us all tonight. Some wonderful ribs. Did you guys try those ribs?
They look so good, but someone made me work instead.
Oh, those ribs were fantastic. Mac and cheese, little baked beans. Ben saying it's the best baked beans he's ever had.
what did you just say?
Best baked beans ever.
Oh,
All right, as we are joined on the microphone by Jolen. Jolen Harris, how are you, sir? Congratulations on some great darts.
Thanks. I'm doing pretty well.
How'd you feel?
I felt okay.
Would you say that there were moments where Nate made mistakes and you just punished them?
A couple. I mean, I tend to not hit the gas pedal when I need to. Just kind of coast and try to get the win.
Let's say 8-1's less coasting. Than,
Well, they're all fairly close games.
So what that win does is congratulations. Now you're in the hardest league you'll ever be in your life. Going into the Premier League next season with who's in there, would you admit that it's a different beast than you've had the past 2 seasons?
100%.
So how do you
Improve.
how do you find yourself in that top 6?
I just want to beat Ben.
Like it doesn't matter as
Yeah.
long as you beat Ben, you're
And
good.
I want like 5 against Trevor.
Oh,
Adam, smart darts there, leaving himself to 170, the big fish. See
This,
what Matt can do.
this is where you figure out
that's where Max gonna
where
look
you
down.
stack up to. I mean, and I
100%.
honestly, I think the sky's the limit for you. So it's just
It's
a matter
just-
of you locking in, focusing every night.
It's hard for me
And
to go
it's-
all 15 games. I'm more of a tournament player than
Uh-oh.
But we've also never been in a
Oh.
league like this, so
True.
it's different. It's a different beast.
Yeah, you can tell a difference between my stats first league and this league. I dropped quite a bit.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Stats dropped a
Yeah.
I
bit.
dropped like 5 points in 01 and 0.4 in cricket.
All right, Mac just kind of coasting here. Animal with the first shot at the out. He's got a 90.
He can't go the 20s. He went the 18
like it.
route.
Like it.
I typically wouldn't, but with Mac on 152, I'm okay with that. It takes a 1-0 lead anyway because I'm okay with it because he hit it. You know.
If he's
Yep.
not on a 2 triple, if he's on a 2 or a triple single out, I'm probably going 20s. But since he's on 2 triples, I'm probably going that route. But it's we were talking about it earlier. If you're at a 130 plus, you got to expect it to go out.
Well, and we also talked about it earlier. That was a break a throw at 11 darts.
Yep.
So that was in that 12 that we talked about. So Jolen, you have a lot of exciting stuff that's coming up. New barrels in production. What's your dart nickname?
The Joe throws.
The Joe throws?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
My name's Jolen and I throw them.
Joe throws.
A lot of
like
work
it.
went into that one. College
Yeah.
student, right,
Yep.
Joel?
Yeah, currently.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tori, you got to work on that nickname.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Joe throws.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like it though.
Yeah,
I'm not
right.
gonna
It's
lie.
a good little catchy.
All right, statue.
I gave a little tribute to the statue out there. He didn't see it though.
I didn't see it. I
No.
apologize.
He's barely been paying attention.
Oh, I believe it. This bores him a little bit.
This does
Uh,
not.
he's just waiting for the aftermatch with him and Ben versus Clay and somebody else.
he's got an opportunity to win a whole bunch of money, is what he got. So
Yeah.
he's not worried about anything else anymore.
Sean upset me earlier.
I
and
did.
it's something
That
that,
I
I'm
did,
not gonna forget.
And actually, you've been off since that moment.
Really
and I apologize for that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. He's gonna lose 20 after this as well.
Guys, I have got to stop sitting in
I
the
may not
middle
say
of
another
people
word.
fighting
Yeah.
Trevor.
I'm not saying another word.
Poor Trev.
Well, Animal leaves 145. Mac on 166 can put a lot of pressure on it. Treble 18 to leave 32.
Ooh, unfortunate.
Doesn't do that.
Dropped it a little bit low. Animal's more than capable of hitting that 145.
Yes, he is. Not anymore.
It's about to be 2 break of throws.
Yep.
It looks like it. If Mac does what he's supposed to do. It's only going to be 1 dart at the double, though. It's at 32.
Gotta hit it.
Yeah,
And he does.
of course.
15 dart break a throw is a little bit of a gift.
Yeah, you don't get many chances against these guys.
No, that was a thank you.
You get a shot at that. You gotta take it.
100%. I
Right.
learned that.
Cricket between these guys should be fun.
Fun's one word that's going to describe this.
Oof.
I haven't yelled boom go the dynamite more than once, and I think it needs to happen.
I don't think we're gonna see a game less than a 5 from either of them.
I like that. The weird thing is that they're both averaging under a 5.
I think
the
what can-
league.
if one
They
of
don't
them
play each other every time.
if one
That's
of
true.
them gets a good point lead, then the other one's just going to be hitting bulls,
tell-
and that'll lower it down below a 5.
You bring when you're playing someone as equal as you bring out the best.
Definitely.
I'd say it's arguably why the CSE averages continue to rise
Mm-hmm.
every season. Animal looking
Oof.
gets 4 of them.
Is he gonna be aggressive here?
He is being very aggressive here. Way more aggressive than I would have.
Yeah,
Go
now
back
he's
into the
going
20s.
up, yeah.
Hits it.
Big shot.
Oh, that's right. he's automatically on 20s. He knows he's got 60 points in his back pocket there for dart 3. That must be nice.
Good boy. First start, after he missed, he said, "Wow."
So, Trevor, who are you going to take on in the finals next season?
I don't know. This is tough, man.
You should have said it doesn't matter.
It doesn't, but I know that at the end of the day, regardless of who it is, I'm going to pick myself. It's just
You should.
confidence-wise. I mean,
If you didn't, we wouldn't sponsor you. Let's put it that way.
I appreciate it. But, you know, these guys can beat each other on any given day. It's a
Yep.
toss-up. So, talk about it all the time. It's just a matter of who's on at the right time.
Well, and what a lot of people don't. Thanks, Jason. At least it was his own headset. What a lot of people don't understand is the pressure of this game in general, and the more spotlight you get, which I'm not talking about this level. I'm talking about at pretty much the highest level. Just the more spotlight that's on your play at all times, right? So you get to a level of even now the CDC. Now that you're able to gamble on that, where you're having to constantly handle messages from gamblers who are some of the nicest human beings in the world, let me tell you, who are upset because of how you played and will throw hate your way that way, right? And so you almost have to develop a second and third level of skin
For sure.
to be able to be at that top level in this game.
Saw
That was a 4.65.
Jules' post earlier about
Yeah,
something.
I think so.
I'm considering. Was
Yeah.
that about that?
He had he could have posted any of the 20 that he received.
Yeah, that makes sense. Jules is. I got the privilege to play with him in Vegas, and
Yep.
super nice guy.
Yeah, I mean it's insane. If anyone knew who these guys were on a personal level, there would be nothing like that that's sent. But it happens. It happens to everyone.
It's it adds a different type of pressure too, because
It's
now
weird.
you know people are betting.
Yep.
Against you. Yeah.
Yeah, but
that's different.
It's something that where it doesn't change your game at all, but
No, it should
it's
not.
something that changes the way that you have to handle situations as you move forward.
I mean, the better you get, the more haters you're gonna have. That's just part of it.
100%.
But that type of that's different to deal with too. And I it's not gonna change him by any means, but it's just a weird.
It's something to get used to, is what it
it's-
is, because
it's something different.
he's such a nice guy that you know that there's not too many people that have talked to him that way
Yeah, no,
ever in his life. And so, and people just will do it. Alex Spellman had it happen to him at Modus. He played Modus. And he actually befriended the person who sent him the hate mail or hate message. And
Good for him. Good for
and that
him.
guy was at the World Arts Championship as one of Alex's guests.
Really?
That's how he turns that around.
I like that. though.
I do too.
Yeah.
But it's not easy to do that every time.
Well, if anybody's gonna do it, it's gonna be him. Like he's
Yeah.
perfect.
Mac did. Right? Just kidding.
It's a good call.
Yeah, I think it was Mac. It is now. Hey, Jolen, I appreciate you, buddy. Jolen, great victory. I'm excited to see him in the Premier League.
I'm excited to see him for the rest
See
of his
you
dark
next
career.
season, buddy.
He's going to be fantastic.
And again, it's just because someone stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning while someone else went to bed.
Well, I'm old and Murder, She Wrote was on.
Surprised you didn't take a look at the bull there.
Dylan Cheshire sent in 99 stars. Thank you, Dylan.
That might be a
Especially
mistake.
with Mac being on 111.
It is a mistake if Mac. I mean, it's a mistake. But if Mac hits it, it's a mistake that punishes. And he's going to get a dart at it at least, which is not a good sign.
Dylan Chaser, another one of those guys I'd like to see in a contender league here soon.
I agree with that.
Let's talk about some of the
Big shot.
guys.
Big hit.
shot.
And
Let's
he
talk about
does
some
make
of the
a pay.
guys. Some of the guys we haven't talked about coming up into the Challenger League.
I was gonna ask you
from
that.
the contender league.
Yeah.
I
I promise that was one of my questions.
took a break, went to the bathroom, refreshed for a second, and was talking to Nate over there. And Nate was asking who was coming up. And our first contender league that qualified for this, Bud Crystal won.
Yeah, that's a beautiful addition right
Little
there.
flying
Mr.
elbow.
Flying Elbow
Yeah.
himself.
That's my pick to win the Contender League.
Mac did not get in.
Yeah.
Or the Challenger League.
Oh, Challenger League, sorry.
Whichever one. Yeah, Bud won the first league. The second one was a in-house Contender League that Ed Baker won.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So we will have Ed Baker joining the Challenger League. He's been throwing really well lately. And then the third one will be Chris Savoldi, also from Lafayette.
Okay.
Lafayette really, Barry. Lafayette's really taking a liking to it.
Bear's coming on strong, too. He's throwing some fire.
Yeah, that last Contender League, we had 6 Lafayette players, Justin Fairbanks from Kokomo, and then Sean McPeak.
Big 180 there.
Big shot. I met Bear for the first time when I went and played at Big League 2-3 weeks ago. What?
Oh, gosh.
Not no tip, Trevor.
No.
I bartended in Surf.
That's a
so
way
of
better
course
nickname
I
than
tipped.
Statue.
Yeah.
But he introduced himself as Bear, and I didn't know his name, so I didn't know who he was.
Tippin' Trevor
Bear.
Sellers. Did he call himself Bear? Like right away?
Yeah, he
I like
introduced
it.
himself as Bear.
I like it.
It looks straight out of the cast of Vikings.
Who, Bear? Why is it that you talk so much when you're not on mic, and as soon as we put a microphone
We put a
around your
mic
head,
on him, he goes mute.
Look at this.
you got nothing to say anymore?
Shanghai in the 20s. There
Big
it is.
darts from Animal.
Adam.
12 darter. Breaks the throw.
That could be a momentum changer right there.
All right, Adam broke his throw there, so he's going to start this leg. That's a big break there because now he gets the start to try to take the 3-3.
Yep.
And this is where Adam can take off.
You're not wrong. This is momentum is Adam's best friend,
Yep.
Yes.
and he becomes an actual animal when he.
Yep. It's been that way for a very long time.
It's got to be something that Mac even knows and feels, and he's got to shut down. He's got to hold. He's got to hold off some sevens here for a bit.
Yep. Adam's just got a real focused look on him right now.
Yeah, Adam, when he gets confident. He just throws darts, and they don't miss. We played a 4-man event. We're the only 2 players from Indiana that were qualified one year for Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
We went out there and played with James Kinney and Brandon Kessler in a 4-man event. Adam, at one point, hit 2 bulls, pulled his head on the third one, and missed the third dart. James came over. James knew me well. He didn't know Adam almost at all, and he said, "Hey, can't pull his head on that third dart." I said, "Did he pull his head? I wasn't watching." He said, "Yeah." I said, "If he pulled his head, just stand back and watch the show." He said, "What?" I don't think Adam missed for an hour after that. Hat, 132, hat. I said, when Adam gets that confident that he's pulling his head, he is not going to miss very much.
Yeah, well, look at these averages, folks. 6, 6, 7, and a 6-0. That's not bad.
No, it's not.
Anytime
The 5 mark to bring his average down.
Anytime that happens, that's a good sign.
Mac going right back at the points. Gonna stay there.
You know, for those watching at home, watching these guys play, you can learn a lot about strategy, too. It's a good learning lesson for those novice players.
Well, and these 2, for their ability, are still very aggressive players.
I would agree with that.
Oh, yeah.
Mac will be the first to come and try to close your wedge without a point lead. Because he knows he's going to go down and hit a triple when he's done.
Oof.
But, I don't know.
It's a field goal, baby.
Good shot.
The field goal's harder than it looks.
Ooh, just a 2 mark there for Adam.
He left a chip shot on that
Yeah.
19, though. So he knows he can go get that whenever he wants now. And Mac knows it, too.
I feel like Mac, if he wasn't just arguably the nicest human being in the world, and just so amazingly sweet, it'd be so easy to not like.
He's going 18 here. Oh, he didn't. I thought he was going up.
It would almost be so easy not to like Mac, right? Two-sport collegiate athlete. He's taller than everyone else. He's better looking than everyone else. He's nicer than anyone else. He's better at darts than anyone else. And he's better at golf than anyone else. It's like you gave that guy a go-kart, he'd probably be faster than anyone else. Like he's just that type of person. And I'm telling you, he's the most humble about it that anyone could possibly be too.
Yeah, I actually met Mac. The day I met Mac was over on the south side. He was playing there was a blind draw. It was over, and we were just hanging out.
There's the animal.
I don't remember what I was doing, but I got sucked into watching Mac play against Jeremiah Millar, and Jeremiah was just battering him, and Mac was hanging in and fighting, and he couldn't take a leg, and he just kept fighting until he could try to take a leg from him. I was like, this dude's gonna be good, and he is. He's a monster, and everything's so effortless.
It is effortless for sure.
Looking, we know it. We know it's not. It looks effortless.
What is that noise? How is the microphone picking up?
It's Clay. Turn your phone down, bud.
That's impressive. I can't even hear his phone like in real life, but I can hear it.
He's got the bathroom mic'd up.
Oh, I missed a boom goes the dynamite.
You always boom.
Someone was talking the entire diatribe for about 2 minutes straight there, so I lost my chance. It's okay. Eventually, my partners in comms will just shut up for a second so I can say it real quick, and then they'll go back to whatever they're saying. But that's okay. Maybe one day.
Mac,
good shot there from Mac.
Yep. Just cleaning up. Animal needs 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, you assume he's going to hit it, but if he doesn't, Max puts
a little bit
himself
tougher
in a
now.
position.
Yeah, give him a single one on that second dart.
Yep. Electronics, baby, it happens.
At least it stayed in the board, so it counts.
Yep.
And he doesn't hit it because he had to walk back and back and back. But there's an opportunity, technically. Not anymore.
No.
I mean, yeah, it was perfection, but it's also Mac.
I like it.
It's scary.
Hopefully Adams reset
Especially
here.
if the first one goes. Oof.
Yeah, he has. Great shot.
485 in that cricket leg. We're over 2 there on the 5 pluses. But at the same time, Jolen, what you said sounded extremely smart in the moment.
Yes. Well, it's just proved to be not.
It just has proven incorrect. But that's not your fault. It's them.
Yes.
Well, they're both just under a 5 average on the season, so odds are the next 2 will be over 5. That's what an average means.
Touche.
It'll be the next 2 that are over 5.
This may go to the distance.
I mean, a lot of it, too, is situational, right? We all know that. You don't
May go to the distance.
May go the distance.
3-3 scoreline.
Yeah, that's fun to see. And a lot of breaks to throw, too, really.
Oh, yeah.
This is the match. If I was going to pick one, I would this one and the first one, which didn't.
Mac did say it earlier, though. You don't get a lot of time to throw darts to warm up. I'm not saying that that's affecting them whatsoever, but
Doesn't seem to be.
That's a 140.
I mean,
My goodness.
He made a joke about not being over 5, but they were at, 4.8?
it's not a
Yeah,
5.
yeah.
Right.
I'd be upset about it.
We know. Trevor just texted me when he played Tim. He was like, I was a little off to 5.3 and a 35 or something.
Stop, I didn't.
5-3, really? That's impressive.
Yeah. But the one was a little
Great
off.
darts by Animal.
Yeah, except for he didn't start on the
Yeah,
18s there.
it's up to
That's the
you.
only problem.
Kind of put himself in a.
But I tell you, when you play people of your level constantly, you expect to throw better.
Yep.
And I know these guys are expecting the same thing.
Well, Animal right now is in control.
Jolen, you expect the same thing, right?
Of course. Anybody competitive
Look at
expects
this.
that.
Great darts. Good discipline. Able to switch down to the 8. No problem at all. Knew exactly what he was doing before he even got to the line.
Yep. Mac's been here before. He's going to set himself up for the shot because we've all missed a 40.
Going bull then?
Yeah, I think he's got to go bull here.
Yeah, got to.
Good counting.
This is literally the exact same. You set yourself up for a 40, and
Oh, we're going to talk about that again.
Except you didn't take 3 darts
Yeah.
first, right?
Well, yeah, I set myself up for 40 while he walked up to hit the 170.
All right, Animal takes a 4-3 lead.
on to break a throw.
Jolen is the only one I've seen hit a 170 in. He missed his first 6 darts at a double, and then it came in his 7th dart, went double bull, trip 20, and I was like, oh, well, that's different. That was against Ron, I think. I was there watching. I think I had just played somebody.
Love it.
I
Good
just
start there for Mac.
played you.
He didn't like that.
No, I was getting ready to play you. I played you after Ron.
But I love it.
Yeah.
I love the bounce back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. With an animal
There's
goes,
another
that's a
one.
180 from
Yeah.
Adam Klinefelter.
Is that a boom goes a dynamite?
No,
No, it's got to be a 9 mark.
Yeah.
All right.
it's only cricket friendly.
Cricket time. Not yet.
Okay.
Mac
Love
with the
it.
answer.
Oh, yes.
Back to back.
And what you seeing
49 versus a 47 right here.
Seeing the
Silly.
difference between a challenger
one.
league
And
and
this
a
is
Premier
double in,
League.
double out split bull, 49, 47.
Yeah, it's gross. It's gross averages.
Animal the first one out.
Yeah, chance at a 12.
Mac's got a chance to really put some pressure on that 118, though.
Would have liked it. 2 trebles. He'll take the 1.
Love it.
Yeah, one of these guys is getting out from here, I think.
It's probably animal.
Looks that way at
He
this
shot
point.
the right dart first dart, too.
Yep.
Yep, and gets it done. Cleans up the 118 for a 12 darter with his opponent on a 109 to potentially break the throw right back. But now it's 5-3 animal.
Got that momentum, boy. Yeah, that's 3 in a row he's won now. As soon as he gets momentum, he gets going.
Back to cricket time.
Big shot.
Looked like he just dropped that second
Yeah, he
dart.
did.
What is Adam going to do? He's going to hit a 9 mark.
He's in the groove now.
Yep.
Boom goes the dynamite. Adam Klinefelter.
This is where Adam just gets almost impossible to beat.
Sean, you see some of the best starters across the country.
Yep.
How good is Adam compared to those folks?
Right up there.
Adam with a Mike Maloney, Adam with the Alex Spellmans of the world.
The best version of Adam Klinefelter is he's got the talent up there with the best of them, as you can see here.
He starts to speed up a little bit, too, and that's what he's doing.
No,
He's in the rhythm.
there's a few guys that are comparable to me to anyone else around the country. The only reason why I would take some of those people around the country more than our local people is because they travel
They do
more, and they are more consistent at doing it, and they'll consistently travel to play the best in North America.
Big shot at him.
And I would love for some of our indie people to start doing that a little bit more often.
We're trying. We're getting there.
Do or do not. There is no try. Boom goes the dynamite, Mac Fiely.
Big
shot.
That was from Yoda.
And closing.
Without the point lead.
Yep, and then Adam went right back to it.
Look at this. Boom goes the dynamite, Adam Klinefelter. It's a third in the match, or a third in the leg.
Trev, just looking at this, does it get you excited? Does it get you nervous about next season's Premier League? Is it something that
There's a right answer here, Trevor.
Yeah, just itching to look forward to start doing.
There's no nervous. This is exciting.
I can answer for you. Trevor wants to go out in the garage right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right this second.
He's itching to get in that garage.
Hey, Jolen, you're right about this one being above 5. Look at this. 7.4.
This is what it's all about.
I've seen a 7.1 lose a leg before.
That was a great match, too.
Stupid.
Watching it.
That's gross.
The only reason he lost because he went second.
And he had 2 5 marks that he immediately told me about.
I'll tell you what, folks.
7.31 from Adam Klinefelter. Hey, Jason, that's up there with the best.
Yeah.
That can
Yeah,
compete with the
that's-
best in the world.
And it puts him 2 games away from the championship.
And 3 games up on Mac.
Yep.
And another break and throw.
Folks, I will tell you, at the end of this match, we're going to come back and sit Adam down or sit Mac down and present him with the trophy.
Wow. Someone's already counting Mac out of it.
Jason's already called the match. Eh?
Yeah. And we're gonna then we're gonna go switch the cameras back to the arena. We'll leave the cameras in the arena for a little bit. We'll see if we get a little bit of extra credit, a little extra action tonight to bring you. I'll certainly be around, so I may turn the mics off until we get a game. But if you're up for it, stick with us. We'll see if we can't get some of these big dogs to get out there and start throwing some darts.
I'm not available, Jason.
What are we watching right now, Jason? Big dogs throwing dogs.
Oh yeah, big dogs.
He means the
throwing darts.
next ones.
The next ones.
Dave Collette asking, when will Adam be on the CSC Challenge Series? Well, when he qualifies. Honestly, that's the only thing that's stopping him is just playing Just Arts League and getting those qualification numbers. Because it's definitely not the average. It's definitely not anything like that. And that goes for, I don't know, there's probably, what?
There's a few of us.
Eight of you? The entire Premier League could be playing in the CSC as well, which is every week against the best players in the
They
league.
get their own little CSC here in Indy.
Right, but that's only against the indie guys, which is great. I know, Ben, listen, there's not another stacked league you're going to get than next Premier League. But there is another stacked league you can get into without having to go anywhere else. Just saying.
Big dart.
Big darts by Animal there.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Should have switched, but he hit it.
If you're looking to get qualified for major PPD events like the CSC Challenge Series, you can get involved by those by going to dartstoc.com and checking out the map. The map will show any location with 2-3 boards within the PPD system. They're always accepting new members, so if you're not seeing anything in your area, just have your vendor contact them on the website. From there, you can sign up for leagues on the website. It doesn't take a ridiculous amount of games to be eligible either. Consistently playing one league a week will keep a player eligible for this event in the future. Again, go to dartstoc.com.
There it is.
Big
Big
shot for Adam.
Big 126. Yeah, going trip 19, double six.
7-3 lead now for Adam Klinefelter. He's 1 win away.
Man, when he gets rolling, he's nasty.
Yes, he is. What's that?
When
That's
you've said it
5
every night for 6 seasons, it just
Yeah.
kind of.
It is a bit confusing, though.
What?
5 on the
With
spin
the
for Adam. I
remote
think.
leagues and how, because me and Lee
Oh.
actually thought that we did it through Pioneer, but
It's about as
We
good as you
didn't.
can get, right? Just
We
short
played
of
in a remote
full
league.
points.
Right.
but
And look at Adam. He's
Let's
going
do
to
what
show him
Don
how
does.
good you can. No, he's not. Let that one fly. Nothing wrong with those.
You know what
darts.
we haven't seen in the Premier League yet?
What's
9
that?
darter?
9 darter.
9 darter.
Only going to do that is starting on the 20s, so it's not going to happen this time. That's the problem.
There's been a few. I've seen a few 6, 7, 8 darts.
big
in.
shot, big shot.
I've been 7 darts deep a couple times, a few times. But
This is one guy that you can never count out, though.
no.
Ever.
Mac?
Ever.
Oh, no.
Ever.
Yeah, there's nobody in that Premier League. Can't out, really.
Was that him that came back on Lee from way behind, or the other
Yeah.
way around?
The 6-1
No,
lead.
it's Lee came back.
Oh, that's right. It was
Was it
Max
Lee?
6-1.
Yep. But you're also, anytime you see
Big
Mac,
shot.
though, it doesn't make that much of a difference, but you have to ask how much darts has he been playing recently, especially during golf season, right? Because,
Which we're in the middle of right now.
yep.
Mac, gotta win this game. Obviously, this is the match.
And you've drawn Madden twice now.
All right.
Oh, thank God. You want to put Adam in the middle? I can leave. Have these two guys interview.
Hey, guys, it's not over yet.
Or if Mac comes all the way back, then Mac puts in the seat.
I mean, come on.
We're not. Big dart for Mac.
Great first start.
Gonna give him two looks here.
7-7. Needs it.
Yep.
Hits it.
Gotta have it. Got it.
And it feels good to get that double in and just settle down a little bit.
Yeah, but now he's got to break him. Yeah, he had the throw there.
But he's breaking them in cricket. That's much easier to do.
Squeeze that baby through.
I mean, not if he does this again.
Yeah, I understand your logic in saying that, but
Thank you. That's all you need to say.
I don't know.
I agree with you.
Double
It's
in, double out with these guys, man.
It's
know
Adam
if that's the
Klinefelter.
case.
You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Okay. It doesn't matter what game you're playing. There's not a good way to break him. You could be playing Bermuda Triangle, and that's not even good enough game to break him. Although that would be a pretty good game for break a throw. It might even actually be better to go second in that game. Just saying. Look at this. Mac Fiely holding his own.
He's doing Mac Fiely things.
Boom goes the dynamite. Mac Fiely.
I love the fight.
7 versus an 8.
Gross.
They need to get better.
Yeah, where are the 9s?
Ooh. Here's the opening.
So you need to get better? Is that what you said?
No, but that's what I should have said.
Here's the opening.
See, the beautiful thing about mine, I don't have to get any better.
He's taking it. He's not.
Yeah, I thought he might too.
He
Mac's
did.
not afraid to take
Yep,
that, come
I know.
around there and take that shot.
But I like it after the triple and the second dart to at least take one wedge.
Yeah, you don't gotta. People get lost and I gotta hit a white horse here, and you don't. Score a couple, hit 4, and then take a wedge. You don't have to
got a big
win right now.
opportunity here.
Yep, this is what he gave himself. And he decided to go
Actually-
17s instead.
I actually like it.
Yep, now he's gonna slide right over.
He hit it.
Love it.
Got the point lead, got an extra wedge.
I get it, but man,
It's
this
just
type of
confident dart
situation.
at that point in time.
I mean,
It's
it
just
is, but-
confidence. I mean, he knows he's got to stay there.
It's okay. We're doing great without you. Now, if Tori wants to get back on, that's fine.
You
But
can go eat another rib.
Good shot.
good 7 mark there from Adam.
Only 7 there.
Mac's only throwing a 6.8 this leg.
Big shot.
Yeah. And I love how you laughed when you said it's only a 7 there, and it's just joking. But in reality, I didn't laugh because you're not wrong. That one's only a 5. Way worse.
Yep.
Love it.
Right to 15s.
Yep.
He knew as soon as he threw that dart it was off, but my goodness.
Adam,
shot.
of course, not going away.
I'm not saying it again.
Only 9 there.
But he hit another one.
Only 9 there.
Just so you know, Jason, nothing changed in the last 2 minutes. We're still doing all right.
All right, that's good. Yeah.
Hi, Jason.
Yeah.
It's such a tough spot right there because he knows he has to hit a triple.
Yeah, he's running out of wedges and he knows
Yeah.
it, so he's got to move sometime.
This is-
Mac's not going to start missing all of a sudden, so
Mhm.
he's got to take advantage of the look when he gets it. Mac's going over for sure. Give him that
Yep.
shot at the 2 fat if he does miss.
does get it. I was just kidding, Jason. You can get on there. It's going to be okay, buddy. Oh, he's going to cry later. You're going to cry later after what I said. I'd rather you cried later when I was gone. All right, Mac. To keep it alive here. Jason thought it was over. But that's a break of the heart. That's a break of the heart right there.
It's an extra bull. So, good miss.
Okay, we're good. Now, possibly. We don't have Keegan in there to referee that. And a 5.71 will get it done to break the throw again, and it's now 7-5. Mac Fiely going first here. The last, if we play cricket again, we're in the last leg decider.
Can't wait.
You think it's going the distance?
No.
Oh. Well, then why can't you wait?
I hope that
You
it
might want to
does.
be
I
able to
hope
wait
it
for a
does.
long time if that's the case.
I hope it does.
Mac's locked in.
He really only has to dodge. If he does his job, he really only has to dodge one major bullet there, and it's the
Right.
next leg.
I mean, that's the advantage of him having the 1 seed and going first. He's got to hold this leg and break him once.
Mm-hmm.
But also, that's beating Adam 4 legs in a row, which is really hard to do.
That was after Adam beat Mac 5 legs in a row, which is also really hard to do.
Correct. We're all saying things we all agree with. Nobody knows what's going to happen. They're all really good. Just
All 2 of them.
who does it? Who hits it? No.
Well, I mean, it's not good. This is a mistake. Even at 70. It's a good feeling, 70.
It's just the difference between going first and second. I mean, he knows he got an advantage there. He's got to take it.
Yeah, I mean, they're essentially tied here.
Not going to be tight anymore. Tried to leave the finish.
Yeah, I mean, Adam basically needs a 180 here.
180 is the only thing that will leave him finish. Won't do that. So Mac has 6 starts from 192 to send us to a penultimate leg.
Adam needs to rein this in. He looks frustrated, and he shouldn't be.
This was 7-3, correct?
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of what happened the last Premier League championship too. Adam was up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was that much, but he was up.
Well, he's just trying to put some pressure on here, and he's going to put maximum pressure on.
Yep.
That's a 180 from the animal.
That's all he can do at that point. So,
And that's all he did. I mean, and it looked like he wasn't even trying to do that there. He just tried to go double-double?
He did.
What is he doing?
That's not.
Did he just
yeah.
give
He's
the
got 3
match pretty
darts
much
out
to
of it.
Animal?
He's got 3 darts out of it. He has to go.
Double 19. Nope. So he
Well, he's getting
reprieve.
another look. 54 here.
Oh boy. I don't know how you can play with fire like that and not get burned, but we'll see if Mac can come out unscathed.
Got it.
Yep.
He's not doing it again.
Okay. Well, we're gonna talk about that for a little bit.
With 3 darts, you can't do that. 2 darts, I get it, but 3
Right.
darts, you
Right.
can't do it.
Especially the first one outside.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah,
you can't throw the first
can't
one
miss
outside.
it. Can't miss it outside. But he did, and he won.
Well, all Adam knows, he just does his job here. He's good, but Mac already an opening.
Got to get in. Yep.
That might be it, and I think Mac knows it.
Yep.
Can't do that to Animal.
Yep. Adam just got to settle in here and run away.
And he is.
First serve was dead center of the treble 22. I'm sure he's upset they didn't get more out of that.
Yeah, but he's still throwing first, and Mac can't take the lead here, even throwing.
Got to go.
A
He's got to
max
go double
in.
20 there. He's got to.
Yeah, he had
he's
to go
got to
max
throw
in.
double 20 there just to get a look at the 9-darter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the 9 from 12.
Another steady ton there from Animal. He's just doing what he needs to do now.
One, it just shows it comes down to that Mac not getting in on those first 3 cost him the whole game, and quite frankly, cost him the league championship at this point.
Essentially, yeah.
Mac just,
Yeah,
or
big last.
Adam just one treble a visit. And that's all he needs to do.
Mac's got that face, looks like he might know it.
Well, he knows what the odds are, but
Yeah. Animal does not need to do anything tricky here with the 18, so he can just go right at it. He does go the 18 route.
Going in. Ooh.
I don't know if I like that, though.
It makes it interesting.
Like, I get it, but, like, I don't know if I like that play right there.
Yeah, you got 6 darts at it. You're on the
Yeah.
stream. Go for it. Make it look good.
to
You
win
have
the,
3 darts at it.
league, it's exciting. Yeah,
But this is where it gets
That's
interesting.
more exciting.
Yeah, that's
And now you're only giving yourself 2 darts at a double. Hopefully. Double 10 for the win. And it does
There
not
it
matter
is.
because Adam Klinefelter's your champion.
There you go, Adam.
Animal gets it done.
Congratulations.
Shot, Bubba.
All right. Well, fantastic work. And look at Adam pump the air right there. He's
I love
pumped
it.
up about it. That was fantastic.
League just gets tougher and tougher from here, but
Yeah.
Animal is your Premier League 2 champion.
All right, folks, we're going to roll our promo video. It's about 47 seconds long, and then when we come back from
Give or
that,
take.
we'll have Adam, and we'll sit him down between Ben and Trevor. We'll hand him a trophy, a little bit of cash, and we'll have a little chat with him, okay? So stay right with us. We'll be right back with Adam Klinefelter.
Good shooting, buddy.
We're still on mic.
All right, folks. I even remember to turn on the microphone. Congratulations, Adam Klinefelter.
Thank you.
Way to go. That was
Thank
some
you.
fantastic shooting.
Thank you.
How'd it feel out there? Start off with
It felt cooler than last time. I can tell you that.
Okay. All right. You were down a little bit. You were down
Yeah.
a couple of legs, and then you went on a 5-leg winning streak. That changed everything for you?
A little bit.
Okay.
Last time I was up 4-1,
Okay.
and I let him come back, and I let it get in my head.
Sure.
Today I just kept calm and took a breath and did what I had to do. What I've been practicing, and I brought it here.
So even someone at your level, probably one of the top shots, or undoubtedly one of the top shots in Indiana, you're still learning from what happened last time and taking that to it this time in this championship. Is that right?
Right. Yes, sir.
Because that's a fantastic lesson for all the darters out there. Doesn't matter how good you are. Doesn't matter how good you're not. You can always learn from what happened previous. Well,
Right.
Ben, I will hand it over to you. You do the honors, my friend.
Yeah, Adam, congrats.
All right. Thank you, sir.
First place payout and the beauty
Oh yeah.
the trophy.
Thank you.
They'll even have a little resin and stain on the bottom for you.
He didn't get
Not
he
bad.
didn't get that one last year.
Nope.
He had the 1 seed last year. Mac upset him. This time Mac was the 1 seed and Adam won. Is there pressure of holding on to that 1 seed, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. A lot of pressure, especially with this guy coming in.
Sure.
Looking
Now,
forward to it, brother.
yeah. What about that? This Premier League, it only gets better and better and
Mhm.
tougher and tougher. So next
Right.
next season, we're going to add Tim Neal and we're going to add Trevor Sellers to the mix. How do you
Right.
feel about that?
Well, I might be playing a contender league here pretty soon. Then.
Congratulations on just remembering one's called the Contender, the other one.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, you did fantastic today. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I love you, man. You have a beautiful
too, brother.
family. I really am proud of the way that you are handling yourself right now. I really am.
Thank
Way
you.
to go, my friend. Trevor, you were fantastic today. I know you came in for a little bit of abuse, but you only do that because you're so good at what you do. You really
Thanks,
are.
buddy.
You're a true gentleman and a great representative of this company. Ben,
Appreciate you.
you put together the Premier League. You're doing this, and I see how much work it is because we have to see all your posts, and I get to work with you a little bit closer, and I see how hard you work. And you take time out of your day to make his ribs and make his baked beans and mac and cheese. Thank you, sir, for your contribution. Really do appreciate y'all. For all those at home watching along with us, thanks for joining us tonight. We're going to do something a little bit special, okay? We're going to it's a Friday night. Let's have a little fun. I'm going to turn the mics off for a little bit. If we do get a match going out there in the arena, then I'll turn the mics on, do a little commentary for you. We'll see what happens. We'll see if some of these big dogs can play some of these little dogs, and we'll see if something can happen. All that being said, it might be nothing going on. So, I'll just leave them on. We'll see what happens. It'll be like the old days. We'll just stream and And
See what happens.
yeah,
Well,
see what happens.
take it as it comes. All right. Thanks for joining us tonight. Thanks for Dustin McClure for what he does for darts. Thanks for everybody in Indy Darts. Thanks for watching tonight. My name's Jason Ives. For Jason Ives, Sean Green, Trevor Sellers, Ben Fares. This is us signing out. Have a great night. Be safe this weekend, folks, and have a great 4th.
Thanks, all.
All right, folks. Thanks for sticking with us. Doing a little bonus action tonight. We're going to have Trevor Sellers along with Torrey versus Clay and Jolen. So, depends who wins. Wouldn't want to ride home with Jolen and Torrey, though. That could be an interesting night. Let's see what's going to happen here. Jolen opens up with a solid 7 mark. Trevor already relying on Torrey to carry him. Got to be fair to Torrey. She's not able to use her own darts. Didn't bring him today. She stops her bleeding on 19s and closes those down. This young man won 8-0 tonight. Mr. Clay Bowman. Clay with a solid 5 mark of his own. All right, Trevor's going to be stepping up. He's got the 18s open. Let's see how he does. We'll take a look right here. See you, brother. Be good. Appreciate you, man. You're welcome. Bye. Bye. Be good. Everybody's leaving. Well, Trevor not really able to get the job done there. Jolen's going to be looking to close the 18s down. Ooh, no, he's going 16s first. Leaving those 18s. He's going at him now. Shuts him down. Looks like this one could be a wipeout early. Let me remind you, Tori Gilstrap right there shooting. Tattoo artist extraordinaire. Does not have her darts with her today. She's paying that price. Has to use a set of the Castle darts. Play just a 1 mark there. Trevor with a little bit of an opening. Let's see if we can see some Trevor darts here, some Sellers. He's got an opportunity to do something here. He's going right at the 15s. Ooh, just 2 of them. Let's see what Jolen can do here. And Jolen managed to get him closed. That was a little bit of an effort from these guys. Stay right with us, folks. I'll be right back. All right, folks. Jason's back here. I'm going to sign off for the night. I appreciate y'all being here. We're not going to get the matches that we wanted tonight. No, they're going to sit out there and talk about it all night long. I appreciate you joining us. Stay tuned. Like and follow our Facebook page. We'll let you know next time we're coming on live. Till then, have a great weekend. Have a great 4th.